can't sit still. Hot dogs and a cold chill, we go wild just for the thrill. Cheerleaders doing their dance, crowd in a football trance. Friends and beers in every hand, living life like we planned. Let's step and go, we won't slow down in this wild football show. Let's step and go, we'll make some noise in this big crowd we know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to today's college football game. Happy Saturday, guys. What's up? How are y'all doing today? Welcome in. Normally we do Sunday games. Today we're doing something a little different. Georgia Bulldogs taking on the Alabama Crimson Tide. Going to be a solid matchup. An SEC championship game coming up here on ABC. Hello to everybody in the chat. Gray, what's up, man? Gray 59's in the house. Nia is in saying, let's go, Football Nation. College football. Let's go, Nia. Welcome in. I've got Slide Ban J. What's up, Slide? I see you in there. I see the gamer guy. Robert Zamora, JJ Sword saying, I hate college football, but it's Mario, and he's the man, so here we go. Thank you, JJ Sword. You're the man. Thanks for checking in. Dylan Goodwin, hello. Michael Larnino, hello. Owen Gambo, welcome in. The Michael, what's up? Reg Cell Trav, hello. Susan Bessio, hello. Okay, Space Explorer. Okay, Mongo. Okay, Sharita Ferguson. Let's talk college football. So this game is about 30 minutes away from kickoff here. We're about 30 minutes away from kickoff, so why don't we talk about these two teams offensively, defensively, and statistically, because that's what we like to do on this channel. We'll start with the Georgia Bulldogs. We'll start here with Georgia, taking a look at one of the four red teams that we're covering today. We're going with the Georgia Bulldogs alternate for today. We're going with the black or the silver, if you would, here for the Georgia Bulldogs. But taking a look at their numbers, guys, there's a reason they are number 2 in the SEC right now. You can see the numbers here. 22nd in all of college football when it comes to points per game offensively. They're putting up 32.6 points per game. Offensively, the Georgia Bulldogs, 34th, 42nd, and 27th when we're looking at yards per game, yards per play, and third down efficiency. All of these numbers in the top half of the table when it comes to college football or qualified college football teams. And for the record, these rankings are coming directly from teamrankings.com. So if anyone is wondering, well, what are you comparing this to? 136 teams listed on that website. We're going off of that 136. Anyways, top of the table. Everything here is in green. And defensively, everything here is in green. This defense for the Georgia Bulldogs defense, man, it does not get much better than that. Points per game allowed. The Georgia Bulldogs are giving up 17 points per game. Meanwhile, they're putting up 32. They are crushing the other SEC rivals and crushing the competition here. And this is a really good game, guys, because we're looking at number 2 versus number 1 in the SEC. Bama going at it right now with the Bulldogs again. Bama versus Bulldogs. Now, despite the fact that they are putting up 31 points per game, they are 58th in yards per game and yards per play, this team still is number 1 based off of the record. Both teams coming into this game at 11. Actually, Bama has a 10-2 record, and Georgia Bulldogs an 11-1, yet Bama still ahead in the SEC. Let's just double check here. Taking a different look right now. This actually looks off. We got to make a quick change. So these are just for SEC, not for college football, and I want to rank the entire college football. Right now we are covering 1, 2, 3, and 9. In this one, college football has the Crimson Tide ranked at number 9 and the Georgia Bulldogs in at number 3, which makes more sense to me. So I'm actually going to go ahead and change that graphic here in real time. Actually, it's such a minor detail. Just keep that in mind. Let's see. Santino saying, bro, wait for the next game defensive stats. It's insane, says Santino. So that's on me, guys. I got to make sure I get this cleaned up right now. Santino, if you're watching, bro, I don't know if you can help me out with that. Just these two slides right here. Rank 1 should be for Crimson Tide would be 9. And then over here for the Bulldogs, it would be 3 for all of college football, not necessarily just for the SEC. So let's get locked back in here. Those are the stats. Those are the numbers. Let's run through them one more time while we have a little bit of time left to go. We've got 26 minutes left to go. Let's run through these numbers one more time. We'll take a look over here at the Alabama Crimson Tide defense as well. So defensively, Alabama Crimson Tide 13th in college football, putting up allowing just 18 points per game. Very, very similar here, guys. Giving up 18 points per game, giving up 17.6 points per game. This is neck and neck right now. Looking at yards per game, 304 given up by Alabama. Yards per game given up, 299. So 5 yards of a difference given up by these two defenses. We look down here at yards per play and third down efficiency. Again, very, very close. Very, very close on these two numbers. Yards per play, 32nd, 4.9 yards per play allowed. Third down efficiency, 46, 36.36 success rate. Two opposing offenses. Alabama Crimson Tide defense, one of the top teams out here for sure. Give me 2 minutes, says Santino. Okay, bet. Rock and roll. Okay, bet. So we'll get that fixed here momentarily. All the rest of this is accurate. I did just double-check these depth charts and rosters. So these rosters were brought to you by Our Lads. Our Lads is where I get most of my college football information from. And we're going to start here with the Georgia Bulldogs. They are the away team visiting. We'll go offensively down this list, starting with our quarterback wearing number 14 on his chest. That'll be Gunner Stockton, 6'1". He is a junior, born in Tiger, Georgia, so a Georgia native out here. Gunner Stockton, the starting quarterback. Next to him, the running back in the engine room, going to be wearing number 33. That's Chauncey Bowens. Chauncey Bowens, 225-pound freshman. Yes, freshman. 5'11", got a good solid build. Let's see what kind of day the freshman has today. He won't be the only person running the football today. This might be a running back by committee kind of situation here, but we will see Chauncey Bowens as the starter according to Our Lads. Wide receivers across the way here from left to right, starting over here with number 86. This is going to be Dylan Bell. Dylan Bell is technically the wide receiver 3 on this list. Number 1 here is our wide receiver 2, interestingly enough. Actually, I think Zachary Branch would be the number 1 wide receiver on this team for the Georgia Bulldogs offense. Zachary Branch is going to be wearing number 1. I've got him lined up on this graphic in the slot. He'll probably actually be swapping spots here in the wideout spot. We'll probably see Dylan Bell in the slot spot here today. And wide receiver on the other side, you're going to see Noah Thomas wearing number 5 today. Big tight end on the edge of this offensive line. You're going to be looking at Mr. Delp. Today, that's going to be Oscar Delp, 6'5", 245, a senior. Going to be looking at him in the 2026 draft. You might see his name go early off the board. We'll see what kind of game he has today against Alabama's defense. This offensive line protecting the Georgia Bulldogs offense. We'll go with left tackle right here. Number 57 is going to be Monroe Freeling. Your left guard wearing number 56 today going to be Micah Morris. Your center wearing number 74 today is going to be Drew Bobo. Your right guard today wearing number 63, your right guard going to be Dontrell Glover. And your right tackle wearing number 71 today, number 71 going to be worn by Ernest Green III. This makes up the offensive line for the Georgia Bulldogs. Georgia Bulldogs have a tough task ahead of them today, going up against the Alabama Crimson Tide. Not just the Alabama defense, but the Alabama offense as well. And so, protecting the end zone, we've got the Georgia Bulldogs defense out here. The defense, a 3-4 defense. However, they don't really have a strong side linebacker. You'll notice that the nickelback is in at the strong side here today. This will make up your Georgia Bulldogs defense, starting with the left defensive end. Wearing number 0 today, it's going to be Gabe Harris, 6'4", 255. He is a force to be reckoned with, and he's a freshman at 6'4", 255. Got plenty of growing left to do for that young man. Nose tackle today, wearing number 94, Xavier McLeod. I'm pretty sure that's how it's said. Sorry for butchering the names, guys. We're working through this. We're an NFL channel. We're doing our best with the college football. Looking at the right tackle, it really should be your right defensive end, number 52 out here. Number 52 today going to be Christian Miller. That's going to be your front three, and then, of course, your linebacker core plus the nickel who will be filling in that spot. It's supposed to be a 3-4 defense, but this is how it's written out on our lads. Weak side linebacker, also known as the Jack, today going to be wearing number 33. That's Quantravius Johnson. Your left inside linebacker going to be wearing number 3. That's C.J. Allen. So 33. 3, C.J. Allen, the inside linebacker. Right inside linebacker wearing number 5, Raylan Wilson. He'll be your starter today. And the nickel today going to be number 8, and he will be, I've got his list out here somewhere. That's going to be Mr. Agüero, Jonel Agüero. Jonel Agüero, the nickel back for today. Taking a look at the corners for this contest, guys. Wearing number 1, your left cornerback is going to be Ellis Robinson IV. And on the right side of your screen, the right cornerback wearing number 6, Dalen Everett. Your 2 safeties for this Georgia Bulldogs defense, KJ Bolden on the free side here. Your strong side safety, or your strong safety today, number 20, going to be Ja'Cory Thomas. This makes up the Georgia Bulldogs defense. Got it, guys? All in? Do you know any of these players? Do you know any of these guys? Have you been following your Georgia Bulldogs defense? This should be your starting offensive and defensive lineups for these 2 teams in this championship game, or at least for the Georgia Bulldogs. Let's take a quick look now at the Alabama Crimson Tide and break down their personnel coming into this one. So, coming into this game, their starting quarterback, folks, starting quarterback today for the Alabama Crimson Tide, number 15, Ty Simpson, 3,056 passing yards this season for Mr. Simpson. He's a pretty solid quarterback. We're going to do a quick head-to-head comparison in just a moment here, but just know he will be your starter for today. Now, leading this team in rushing yards is actually Jam Miller, but today your starting running back, according to our lads, starting running back today is going to be Daniel Hill. Daniel Hill has him here as the starting running back for this contest for Alabama. Now, taking a look at the wide receivers here for the Alabama Crimson Tide, your number 1 wide receiver with 700 receiving yards is going to be number 5 out here on the left-hand side. Number 5 being Jeremy Bernard, 700 receiving yards, 51 receptions. After him comes Williams. Williams going to be wearing the number 2 today. Number 2 today is Ryan Williams, and this season, 598 receiving yards for Ryan Williams. Looking all the way down at number 1 over here, technically the wide receiver 3, and he'll be wearing number 1. That's Isaiah Horton. Isaiah Horton, 3rd on this list when it comes to receiving yards. However, he is number 1 on the team in receiving touchdowns. Isaiah Horton, 8 receiving touchdowns in college football. Jeremy Bernard going to have 6, and Williams with 4. So if you're doing fantasy for this college football stuff, keep that in mind, man. Touchdowns count for a lot when it comes to fantasy football, and with 8 of them, Horton could be an easy steal right here. Even though he's only got 418 receiving yards, he is a big red zone target. Looking at the tight end, number 20, going to be Josh Cuevas, going to be your tight end on the right side here. And the offensive line for the Alabama Crimson Tide is as follows. Left tackle going to be number 74, Caden Proctor. Left guard going to be wearing number 70, that's William Sanders. Center, number 72, Parker Brailsford. Right guard, number 75, Wilkin Formby. And right tackle, number 64, Michael Carroll. This makes up the Alabama Crimson Tide offense in 2025. Everybody on board with that? All squared away? All that makes sense? Good. Let's move forward. On to the defensive side, guys. Alabama Crimson Tide defense here. Get ready, man, because some of these names we will be looking at. Santino's actually working on putting the draft order together for 2025 right now, or 2026. So we've got the 2026 draft order getting organized and the projected possible picks for the first 32 picks of round 1. We'll get that information out in the next couple of weeks, y'all. Stick around. We got a lot of information we'll be dumping on y'all on this channel. Thank you guys for watching. Shout out to everyone in the chat. I know I'm going through this list like a robot here, and y'all know me. I ain't no robot, so shout out to Albert Kilchestry, who's in the chat, Wade Woodruff, who's in the chat, Bishop Prey, welcome, or Bishop Ray. What's up, Bishop Ray? DJ Gene, Patriot Party. What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's live stream. We've got Steve in the house. We got CJ Banning. We've got Michael, the Michael, Mr. Robert Zamorta, John Vaders. Hello, Laney. Hello, Charles. Hello, Carnell Bell. What's up, Carnell? Jay Mullen saying NFL fan, but here for Mario. Welcome in, Jay Mullen. Keep in mind, Jay, some of these players will make it into the NFL. This might be your first chance to see some of these guys, which is pretty cool. Let's see, Houday in the house. What up, Houday? What up, Houday? Shout out to the Bengals. Shout out to Robbie Gibbs saying Georgia in the house. Bulldogs for life, my friend Bubba Jacks. Hello, Little Miss. What's up, Little Miss? Welcome in. John Bruce. I got you, bro. Fist bumps to you, John. Mr. Bruce. LSU fan in the house. What up, Tommy Brasket? Tommy Brasket, welcome in. Rec TV music, where else would I be, my friend? Where else would I be? Dylan, I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. Okay, folks, let's take a look at this Alabama Crimson Tide defense. And again, reminder here, Alabama, one of the best defenses in all of college football. Let's take a look right now. Left defensive end for the Alabama Crimson Tide defense. Take a look at this, guys, because normally we do 3-4 defense and 4-3 defenses. You'll notice a true 4-2-5 layout here, which is something you see a lot in college football. 4 defensive linemen, 2 linebackers. We know college football teams like to throw the football quite a bit. We've got 5 players in the secondary, so you got a front 6 today instead of a front 7. We might see some variation, but the nickelback also listed as the starter in this one. And unlike the Georgia Bulldogs, on our lads, it does say 4-2-5 for Alabama. So 5 players on the perimeter out here. We'll see some sort of hybrid role out of Jones today. But 4-2-5 defense for this Alabama Crimson Tide. Left defensive end, number 11 today, Jordan Renaud. Left defensive tackle, number 96, going to be Tim Keenan III. Looking at the right defensive tackle, number 23, that's going to be James Smith. Number 42, right defensive end, Yanze Pierre. Weak side linebacker or left linebacker for today going to be number 0. That's Deontay Lawson, weak side linebacker. Your strong side linebacker, number 10, going to be Justin Jefferson. Yes, not the JJ that we normally see for the Minnesota Vikings, but Justin Jefferson, the linebacker, number 10 for Alabama. Your 5 players on the perimeter. Left corner, we'll go from left to right all the way around, guys. Left corner, number 2 today, going to be Xavier Brown. Your free safety, number 3 today. Number 3 going to be Keon Sabb. Your what would be the strong safety, but we're going to call him a high safety for today's contest. Number 18 going to be Barry Hubbard. Your nickel for today, number 7, Deshaun Jones. And your right corner for this contest, number 5, Dijon Lee. That makes up this Alabama Crimson Tide defense. All good? All good. Okay, guys, brave, says Matt. What's up, Matt? User saying, go Bulldogs, cool as a fan. What's going on? Welcome in. Matt checking in. Roll Tide, man. Roll Tide, says Mr. Matt. What's going on, Matt? 4699. Shout out to you. We got a real Bama fan in the house. We got a real Bama fan in the house. All right, guys, this does make up the Alabama team. By the way, in case anybody is curious, the man you're going to be worried about today, if you are the Georgia Bulldogs, is this man right here, Mr. Pierre, because he has 6 sacks on the season. 6 sacks on the season. He leads this Alabama Crimson Tide defense in bags, but we've got a lot of players with multiple sacks. Let's do some head-to-head comparisons for these two teams, starting with the quarterbacks, guys. Starting with the quarterbacks here. So, Georgia Bulldogs quarterback Gunner Stockton coming into this game, 2,500 passing yards, guys. Gunner Stockton. He does have a pretty good size frame, 6'1", 215 pounds. 6'1", 215 pounds, but if we look at Ty Simpson, Ty Simpson is 6'2", a little bit lighter, but he's not exactly a scrambling, less muscle on his frame. So, Simpson does have more passing yards, about 500 more passing yards, but Stockton has about 300 more rushing yards and 1 additional rushing touchdown to go with that. Stockton 5 interceptions this season. Meanwhile, on the other side, Ty Simpson with just 4 interceptions on the year. We're looking at the completion percentage advantage to Gunner Stockton with 70% completion. We look at the sacks taken. Simpson, again, no scrambling or not much of a scrambler out here for Ty Simpson, getting bagged 22 times this year for college football. Passer ratings for both of these guys through the roof, though. Passer rating 152 for Gunner Stockton. Ty Simpson 151. Not a whole lot splitting these two guys. If you're looking at these stats, just heads up, here's a name for the chat, or a question for the chat right now. Which quarterback would you rather have? Which QB do you want? Just taking a look at this right now. Which quarterback do you want? I mean, do what you will with that information. It is so close. The separation is barely there. Simpson all day, says Biakuya boy. What up? Let's see. Ty Simpson is kin to Jessica Simpson. Did not know that, John Bruce. Ty all day, says Matt. Yeah, but you're a Bama fan, bro. Simpson says Bama in Philippines. What up, Bama in Philippines? Hashtag Stockton, says John Bruce. Great to see you doing college games, says John Vaders. What else are we going to do, my friend? We're here for it. It is Football Nation, after all. Robbie going Stockton, JC Banning going Simpson, John Vaders going Stockton, Rec TV Music going Stockton. Matt saying, not true about Jessica. Well, thank you, Matt, for letting us know. Thank you, Matt, for letting us know. So, please help me out, guys. Any fact corrections would be very much appreciated. Shout out to Bill's Mafia fans. Shout out to lovely robot figurine. Nice. This lovely robot figurine saying, go dogs. Let's go, robot. Shout out to my robot fan. Shout out to Tough McNabb. Shout out to Chua. What's going on, Choua? What's going on, Choua? Okay, guys. That's a quick head-to-head comparison for the quarterbacks. Looks like we got a split room right there with who you would rather have. How about a quick look at the defensive comparison for these two teams? Georgia Bulldogs on one side, taking a look at the Crimson Tide on the other. Now, Alabama Crimson Tide, #1 in college football when it comes to yards allowed per game, giving up 206 yards per game. Just double-check something here. Just need to make sure that my facts are correct, and then I got to figure out which one of these are real. Because I could have sworn. So 304, which one is it? Which one is it? Are they giving up 304 or are they giving up 206? Let me take a quick look right now. This should have all been handled before, but that makes me nervous about my stats right now. At least I'm transparent enough to not pretend like, at least I'm transparent enough to not pretend like these are correct if they're not correct. Team rankings, again, from teamrankings.com, college football, NCAA football, teams, all teams. We're going to look at Crimson Tide, Alabama. Alabama Crimson Tide. Let's see, defensive stat, yards per game. Yards per game, looking for you. Team stats. Opponent yards per game, 304. It's 304. It's not this one right here. So these are actually incorrect. I'm wondering what this is right here. Let's take a look at the Georgia Bulldogs side. I think the Georgia Bulldogs side might all be correct here, though. Georgia Bulldogs side might all be correct. Yards per game allowed. That's offense. Yards per game allowed, 299.6. So the Georgia Bulldogs side seems correct. The defensive side for the Crimson Tide seems a little bit off. Another mistake on my side, but that's okay, guys. It goes to show that we're only human out here. We'll put an X into this side for now, guys, ignoring the Crimson Tide side. I'll let you know that the Georgia Bulldogs side, however, is correct according to my cross-reference here. Yards allowed per game. The Georgia Bulldogs giving up 299 yards allowed per game. Rushing yards allowed per game, they're only giving up 90 yards per game, guys. Meanwhile, 209.6 through the air, that's still top of the table. They have struggled when it comes to takeaways per game and sacks per game. Takeaways and sacks per game, both of these on the wrong side of where they want to be, getting less than one takeaway per game and averaging just one sack per game. We'll see how the Bulldogs happen to handle this today. Now, since I do have the stats ahead of me, I kind of just want you guys to listen to my words. Please don't look at these for reference. This is actually incorrect. I will tell you the correct stats right now for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Yards allowed per game, 304. That is 13th in college football. We look at rushing yards allowed per game on the ground. Opponent rushing yards per game, they actually, and this is facts right now, 134 per game. That is 40th. This would put them in the lime green area when it comes to rushing yards allowed per game. So they would fall in 40th in rushing yards allowed per game. Passing yards allowed per game, or receiving yards allowed per game, that's 170. That does put them inside the top 12. They would be 11th when it comes to passing yards per game, giving up, again, 170. They're giving up less passing yards per game than the Georgia Bulldogs are. We look at the quick takeaways per game, guys. This team averaging 1.6, so this is correct right now. And we look at sacks per game. Taking a quick look at the sacks per game, or it's actually a sack percentage here. 48th in college football, a 6.48 sack percentage, which means on dropbacks, opposing offenses get sacked on 6% of those plays. Man, that was muddling through some tough water right there without having the actual numbers here. I was just trying to get the information out there for you guys. We'll gloss over that stat today as this game goes on. Pre-game is almost over. We should have kickoff any moment here. This game was scheduled to start at 3 p.m. We have not had kickoff just yet, but that's okay. That's okay. Running game comparisons right now. Quick look at the running games for these two teams. I got Bulldogs on one side, Crimson Tide on the other. And the rushing numbers for the Crimson Tide also, offense, yes, 104, 114, 100 rushing attempts. Okay, these are all correct. Cool. These look good. These are actually accurate, so that's good. Are both these in the top 10? Yes, they are, Northern DC. Both these teams are inside the top 10. Both these teams are inside the top 10. Dusty Attic, what's going on? Welcome in. Ladies and gentlemen, we are still doing our weekly pick'ems. They are still getting to this game. We don't have action just yet, so I promise you, you are not missing anything right now. Looking at the run game comparison between these two teams, the Georgia Bulldogs have a huge advantage over the Alabama Crimson Tide. But when we look at the receiving game comparison between these two teams, Alabama Crimson Tide, much better advantage here with Ty Simpson through the air. Again, you can see those numbers for yourselves. These numbers right here, I'm taking a look at the passing yards as well. Hey-o. Whoa, what did I just do here? Here we go. Okay. All right, folks, so kickoff happening any moment. Players about to take the field. Let's do a quick look at the schedule ahead. We've got not one, but 2 games today. So our first game today is the Alabama Crimson Tide versus the Georgia Bulldogs. We'll have a second game today with the Indiana Hoosiers and the Ohio State Buckeyes. And then you guys might have been expecting Santino to cover this game at 12 p.m. tomorrow. Looks like, unfortunately, Santino is going to have to be remote. And since I've got the setup here at my place, it's going to be me taking care of those games tomorrow. So I will pace myself tomorrow. I'm going to pace myself today as well. I will admit I started off a little bit hot, but I will be pacing myself today. We've got 2 games today, 3 games tomorrow. Tomorrow, Steelers at Ravens, Bears at Packers, and then our nightcap, Texans at Chiefs for Sunday football. If you have not signed up for Pick'ems, you've got until tomorrow morning to make your picks. I was wrong this week. I said the Cowboys would win. The Lions got the win, and so I would be done. But you guys are not done because everyone gets a chance to see Thursday Night Football. If you took the Dallas Cowboys like me, please go make your changes to your pick'ems. Don't be the person who got to watch the game and knows that the Lions won and doesn't make the actual change. And, again, link is in the description down below, guys. Click the link, sign up for Week 14 pick'ems. Winner, $100. If we don't have a grand prize winner, we will do a raffle to anyone who played. Here comes the coin toss right now. Both teams taking the field. All 4 captains for both sides shaking hands right now. We're about to get our coin toss. They'll probably go to another quick commercial break before they get this game started. It is 3:13 p.m. Central Standard Time. Players shaking hands. That's all 4. Here it comes. Okay. As per usual, guys, the coin toss is as such. Hey, let's turn that off. Is as such, guys. Heads, you see one side, the zebra head right here. Tails, going to be your zebra butt. That's the tail side right now. Here's the coin toss. And it looks like Alabama will defer. They will kick off to Georgia, and Georgia will receive to start the first half of this game. So the Bulldogs going to get the football to start the first half of this one. Yes, 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 guys. Of course, as an official here for Texas football, you got to have a coin. And as a zebra, it's only fitting right here that you've got your heads and your tails. I love this coin. This is one of my favorite coins ever, for sure. Going to be a good game right now. Going to be a good game right now. All right, guys. Bulldogs going to get the football to start this game. I did my pick'em, says Bubba Jax. Rock and roll, guys. Okay. Alabama, Georgia Bulldogs. Don't know what to expect out of today's contest. I am hoping that today's game is a good one for the channel, but nevertheless, for just those of you who are here today, hanging out with me, thank y'all so much. I hope that for everyone's sake, this is a fun one here today. My name is Mario. You're watching Football Nation. If this is your first time watching, you are listening to a color radio broadcast of this game. In just a moment, we will have kickoff here. The Georgia Bulldogs are going to be receiving. It's going to be UGA with the football as Alabama kicks off. Go Dogs, says Nia. Yes, I'm a Buckeyes fan, though. Matt checking in with the Roll Tide. Matt with the Roll Tide. I actually get to watch this game and listen to you, says Country Chaos. All right, Country Chaos. Let's do this thing. This should be fun. That's awesome. That is awesome, Country. Okay, so stick around. Camera right now focusing on the Bama players. We are lined up for kickoff right now. Bama wearing red. Georgia Bulldogs. I picked the right colors today, which is awesome. I did get to pick the right colors today, which is awesome. All right, folks, here is the kickoff, and this game is underway. Kickoff goes back. We'll start with a touchback, and the Georgia Bulldogs will start this drive on the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up for the Bulldogs here. Let's hit the refresh on this one. 1st and 10 coming up for the Georgia Bulldogs here as they head towards Alabama territory. Again, this is the SEC championship game. And if you're not fired up about this, man, I don't know what fires you up, dude. This is a good game coming up right here, right now. I will have stats on the right-hand side as they come up. Right now we're lining up for our first play of the game in a shotgun formation. Gunner Stockton is in the backfield here with Chauncey Bowens. Motion on the field here, heading down to the bottom of the screen is Zachariah Branch. Here's the snap, a quick toss to the left-hand side to Branch to the 30, out to the 35, out to the 40, past the 40, first down. Georgia Bulldogs. 1st and 10, moves the football, gets the clock ticking here once again. However, big first down play, and of course one of the things about college football is the clock stops every first down until the football is set. That's one of the reasons why college football games take so long in comparison to NFL games. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about this game. Shotgun formation. Once again, looks like this time Cash Jones is in the backfield. He is the motion man on the play. Dropping back, Gunner Stockton hangs on to it. Stockton gets from the 42 out to the 45. It's a 3-yard pickup, 2nd down and 7. Coming up now, 14 minutes and 17 seconds after the carry for Gunner Stockton. Not much on this one. Looks like tackle is going to be made there by Lawson. Deontay Lawson, the weak side linebacker, makes a good play. Football out to the UGA 45. Bulldogs approaching midfield. Bulldogs approaching midfield, trips to the right-hand side, motion on the field this time. We get Elias Williams moving, the tight end, Elias Williams. Look to the right-hand side, catch is going to be made by number 1. A run out back to the line of scrimmage. There is a flag on the play. Zachariah Brown makes the grab. He's pushed out of bounds on there by Keon Sabb. Looks like there's going to be a holding offense. This will be a 10-yard penalty. There's a flag on the play, folks. It stops the clock with 13:46. It's going to be a holding against the Georgia Bulldogs offense. Holding. Offense. Number 86, they're going to charge that one to Bell. I don't know if I agree with that, but Dylan Bell going to be charged with the hold right there. Disagree with the call, but it is what it is. 2nd down and 17 coming up now after a 10-yard penalty. That helps out Alabama, pushing back the Georgia Bulldogs. Bulldogs on the 35-yard line. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Motion on the field as the tight end gets into a bunch here. This is going to be a snap and a handoff out to the right-hand side. Picking up nothing, Nate Frazier gets very little on this one. As a matter of fact, he goes backwards for 3, brought down by Jordan Renaud of the Alabama defense. Great job of the Alabama defense getting a stop right there. This will bring up a 3rd down. 3rd down and 20. Football to the UGA 32. Georgia heading in the right direction to start. Now they're heading backwards here. So UGA going backwards. 13 minutes left to go from the 32-yard line. Gunner Stockton waits for the shotgun, or in the shotgun, waits for the snap. Running back next to him, Cash Jones standing to his left. Cash Jones on the move to the top of the screen. A 3-man rush comes in. Stockton steps up through the hole. He goes forward, hit from behind. Big hit right there. And he gets laid out by Yanze Pierre. Huge hit on Gunner Stockton. Stockton will pick up 6 on 3rd down and 20 from the UGA 32. It brings up 4th down and 14 at the UGA 38. 38-yard line, Georgia Bulldogs will have to punt. It's 4th down and 14. Let's bring up our live scores here so you can see all the numbers on the right-hand side. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Football Nation. That was our opening drive of this SEC championship game. It ends in a punt here for the Georgia Bulldogs. They send this over to the Crimson Tide. Crimson Tide to return. Roll Tide, baby. Signal to fair catch down at the 18-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up for Alabama. So 1st and 10 coming up for Alabama. They will take over right now. That does stop the clock with exactly 12 minutes left to go. Change of possession. I think they're going to go to a quick commercial break, and I think we'll also do the same. So, what's up, guys? Welcome to Football Nation. My name is Mario. I am your host for today's contest. Welcome in so much. I'm so divided in this game, says Amanda Addison. My dad's a huge fan. My husband needs Bama to win, says Amanda Addison. 4th and 14 is not good to go for it, says Joseph. That is correct, Joseph. It is not good to go for it on 4th down and 14. Freedom Boom, what's going on, my friend? Shout out to all of you in this live stream today. By the way, these defensive stats are correct. I don't know why the head-to-head defensive stats are not. But Alabama's defense, 13th in points allowed per game, 13th in yards allowed per game. They are 15th in red zone efficiency defensively, and they managed to get a stop right here. Jay Mullins saying Athens, Georgia Bulldogs. That's correct, Jay Mullins. That is correct. I've got a good trivia quiz for you guys here as well. I got a good trivia quiz at halftime for you guys, and I'm excited for that one. Okay, we're talking about the schedule right now. We also want to talk about the playoff picture here for these two teams. Or not for these two teams, but for the NFL, man. The NFL playoff picture's coming up soon. I got you, Country Chaos. I got you. Molmer not saying roll tide, saying low tide, says Molmer. 2 powerhouse teams, says Marva Merriman. Yeah, absolutely 2 powerhouse teams. And we've got another 2 powerhouse teams immediately after this game. Ohio State Buckeyes versus the Indiana Hoosiers. Say what? Should be pretty crazy. But taking a look at the NFL playoffs right now. NFL playoffs are as follows. Ravens versus Steelers, a huge game to decide who's going to be in this number 4 spot. Oh, by the way, next weekend, no college football because it is Christina's birthday. It is my wife's birthday, so I'm going to be with family next Saturday, just so you guys know. Shout out to those of you watching this live stream. I see 6 a.m. Risper saying that the NFL is rigged. NFL is rigged, says 6 a.m. Risper. I'm wondering how many newbies we have in here. Probably a lot of newbies. But for now, we're going to just stay focused on this one, waiting to get back to the action. Let's take a quick look here and see what's going on in this chat. Shout out to those of you watching this live stream right now. My name is Mario. Appreciate y'all. Way more modest than I was expecting for this live stream today, guys. Alabama versus Georgia SEC championship game, and we've got less than 1,000 people watching. say, what? That's okay. I'm still bringing the thunder for you guys today. 1st and 10 for Alabama at the 18-yard line. Alabama Crimson Tide with the football here. Georgia on defense. You know what? You guys are going to get a show today. All 800 of you guys are going to get a show today. 19-yard line according to my screen. Stepping up to the line right now. Ty Simpson doesn't like what he sees. He steps back. Daniel Hill to the right of him. Shotgun formation. Motion on the field. This time motion man is Ryan Williams. A snap and a handoff to the running back. Up the middle he goes. Climbing the left hash. Takes the football out to the 24-yard line. Daniel Hill will pick up 5. 2nd down and 5 coming up now for Alabama. 2nd down and 5 now coming up for Alabama. Here we go. In Alabama, she was screaming hammer. Price you gotta pay when you break the panorama. She never knew that she was anything more than poor. Okay. All right, guys. Shotgun formation. Trips on the right-hand side. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got 12 people. Do we have too many men on the field right now? We sure do. They're waiting for sub. Okay, the U got in the way right there. Definitely too many defensive players, but looks like the umpire bought them some time. Here's a snap and a handoff on 2nd down and 5. Another short gain right here. This one's going to be maybe a 3-yard pickup on 2nd down and 5. 3rd down and 2. Another carry there for Daniel Hill. They're going to call it a 3rd down and 3. Daniel Hill picks up 2. 3rd down and 3 at the Bama 26. Country Kisses. How can you forget about the Red Hot Chili Peppers? How can you forget about the Red Hot Chili Peppers? Black bandana, sweet Louisiana. I see you, Clark. 3rd down and 3 for Alabama. Shotgun formation. Ty Simpson with a man to his right. 3 receivers on the right. 26-yard line motion on the field. This time it's Lotsier Brooks. It's going to be an end around right here. Looks like Brooks is going to get the carry. Back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. 4th down and 3 coming up. So Brooks gets nothing on here. Number 17 gets the carry. Lotsier Brooks, 5'9", 191 pounds. The freshman out of Millville, New Jersey, gets nothing. 4th down and 3. Let's see if Alabama punts. They probably will from their own 26-yard line. They are in punt formation here. So Alabama going to send this back to Georgia. Both teams have had a chance to possess now, and both drives end in 0 points. Here's a fair catch signaled at the 30. It's a 1st and 10 for Georgia. The Bulldogs take over now, 1st and 10. Let's see. At Football Nation, I only know it from the Rock Band games. Love Rock Band. Red Hot Chili Peppers, that's it. Tuned in, says Indigo. What's up, Indigo? Hill is a beast, says Matt. Do you ever do high school football here? No, there's not enough demand for it. Honestly, I thought there'd be more demand for this game. But that's okay, man. That's okay. We're getting our college football snaps in anyways. And for me, it's important to get used to these names because we are going to see a lot of these names here in the NFL draft and in the NFL here soon. So 9:54 left to go. I left my clock ticking. Let's just go down and add a minute. Okay, 9:54 here left to go. We are back to a commercial break. When we get back from the commercial break, it will be a 1st down and 10. Shout out to Tamara checking in. What's up, Football Nation? I got you. All the services locally blacked out in my area, so I'm surprised there are not a ton of people in here, says Little Miss. I'm honestly surprised too, Little Miss, but that's okay. My guess is that someone right now is pirating this out on YouTube, and I'm going to give it until halftime before all of a sudden all those people who were watching that no longer have access to the pirated version because it got shut down by the big giant play button in the sky. So it is what it is. Arf, says Steve. What up, Steve? David saying West by God, Virginia in the house. What up, West Virginia? Thank you for taking in. I got David in the house. I got Jesse in the house. I got Boondockin' Rockin' in the house. Boondockin' Rockin'. Jada Beast saying tough game. Good point, says Jay Mullen. That's probably exactly what's going on, dude. There's got to be at least one channel or two channels who are totally willing to roll the dice right now, and they're just showing the game. And once those games get brought down by the big giant play button in the sky, people won't have any other option but to check in here. Amanda Addison. Welcome in, Amanda. What's going on? I see James Joseph saying it's Super Mario Brothers. Z-Cam saying, what is the name of the Bulldogs mascot? Ooga Booga. It's Ooga Booga. Let's see. Georgia has the ball. They will have the ball in just a minute, Vipe. They will have the football in just a minute. It'll be 1st and 10 at the UGA 30-yard line. Sick 'em, says Cloudy. Bama did punt, Mulmer. Oops, I always mute the TV when Football Nation is on. Thank you, says Mr. Gator. What's up, Mr. Gator? Thanks for checking in. 1-800-GAMBLER says, you narrate college football as well? Nice. Nice, bro. We do our best on this channel, my friend. We do our best. Come on, UGA, says Zarek. Hey, bro, says Kevin Lewis. What's up, Kevin Lewis? What's up, Zarek Farnsworth? Any relation to Hubert J. Farnsworth? Oh, it's Farnsworth, not Farnsworth. What up, Farnsworth? Brandon, hello. Marva, hello. Robert and Cole and Todd, hello. All right, guys, commercial break is over. 9:51 left to go in the first quarter of this game. The Georgia Bulldogs have regained possession after the Alabama punt. So Alabama has punted the football away. Unk grabbing his chair. Let's make sure that all of this is set up the way it needs to be. Motion on the field right now. Here's the snap and the drop back. This play to the right-hand side. Catch is made. Georgia making a play on the right-hand side, but that one goes backwards for a loss of 4. Looks like McCray gets the catch right there. McCray gets the carry. A terrible play on the right-hand side. Eso pasa. So Josh McCray, the running back, goes nowhere. It's 2nd down and 14. Going backwards. He goes somewhere. He goes backwards. 2nd down and 14. Shotgun formation. Motion on the field from the wide receiver here. Actually, the tight end, Oscar Delp. Oscar Delp in the tight end spot, looking that way. Stockton changing his minds. Right-hand side goes through the hands of the intended receiver, Nate Frazier, the running back. 3rd down and 14 after the incomplete pass. 3rd down. Football at the UGA 26, and both teams showing off their defenses today. Stay on your feet, says Mulmer. I can't right now. I've got 5 games in 2 days. We got to pace ourselves. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Got a lot going on. It's a marathon, not a sprint. 9 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. It's 3rd down and 14. Looks like we do have an injured player on the field here for the Georgia Bulldogs. The clock has stopped with 9:15 here left to go. So 9:15 left to go. Cannot see the jersey number of the injured player who's down for the Georgia Bulldogs. Beck left for more money, says Cash KJ. Got a couple players bounce around here. Couple players bounce around. Yeah, Unk is tired, Facto. Unk is tired. That's right, bro. Old man is tired. Am I covering the IU game later? I am covering IU later. Indiana University. I will be covering that game absolutely. 6 a.m. Risper. So that's what I'm saying. A long day right now. We'll be up and down on our feet. Looks like the entire team crowded around right now. The injury has been cleared. The man who was down for the Georgia Bulldogs. Looks like this time it was Nate Frazier, the running back for Georgia. Nate Frazier, the running back for Georgia, has been cleared from the field. It's 3rd down and 14. Football at the UGA 26-yard line. The line to gain is the 40. This could be a quick 3-and-out again for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs in a shotgun formation. A man to the left right now. That running back is Cash Jones. Taking the snap and dropping back. Gunner Stockton will find Jones. Jones going to pick up almost all of it. It brings up a 4th down and 1. 13-yard gain. Not enough, though. This will bring up a 4th down. Let's see where they go from here. 4th down and 1. The clock is ticking again. Do you go for it or no? You're on the 39-yard line. Oh, man. Go for it or not, ladies and gentlemen. Go for it or not. Ohio fans in here. Wild Trash Ohio State says it's Corey. What's up, Corey OFC? Punt team is out for Georgia. 4th down and 1. Looks like they will punt this away. There is the boot. Out from the 39. A big boot indeed. Takes a bounce at the 5. Goes out of bounds at the 7. And Georgia with a monster punt right here. Stops the clock with 8:28. Nobody has scored in this game. 1st and 10 coming up now for Alabama. Okay, Alabama fans are crazy, says G-Dog. Yeah, I'm sure they are G-Dogs for life. I'm sure they are. Okay, Alabama will beat Ohio, says It's Corey OFC. St. Arntix saying Bama hopes come up with the win, says St. Arntix. No need to be desperate for Georgia, says Reg Cell Trav. All right, guys, Alabama with the football. Empty backfield here, taking a quick snap and winding up and throwing. Catch is going to be made out here. That's Ty Simpson connecting with Isaiah Horton. Horton makes a grab. Horton hears a who. Horton gets out to the 20-yard line. It's 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for Alabama. Big play right there. It looks like it was a 12-yard gain. So 12 yards for Isaiah Horton. Under center right now is Ty Simpson. Here's the snap and a handoff to Daniel Hill. He will pick up about 2 yards on the play. 2nd down and 8 coming up now. Alabama takes it out to the 22-yard line. Roll Tide. Where are my Bama fans at? What's going on, Bama? About 7:45 here left to go for Alabama Crimson Tide. They've got the football on their own 22-yard line. We are in the first quarter, approaching the midway point. Pistol formation this time. Couple players on the move here. A lot of movement. Players got to get set. Running back to either side right now of Ty Simpson. It's a snap. It's a designed keep. This goes backwards, and down he goes. Big play made by Gabe Harris of the defense of the Georgia Bulldogs. Down goes Ty Simpson. It'll go down as a tackle for loss. That'll be a sack. 3rd down and 9 coming up now. Patrick Frawley, thank you for the $2 super chat, my friend. Cheers to you, sir. Cheers to you. Okay, so 3rd down and 9 with 9 minutes and 55 seconds left to go. Ty Simpson in another shotgun formation, a man standing to his left, waiting for the snap from the 21-yard line this time. They're showing blitz. The Bulldogs do blitz. He'll wind up and throw. Incomplete pass on 3rd down, and the Georgia Bulldogs defense gets a stop. Fantastic movement on the defensive side here for the Georgia Bulldogs. They get a huge stop with 6:41 left to go. 4th down and 9 coming up right now. Big stop for the Bulldogs. Alabama going to have to punt. 4th down and 9 on their own 21-yard line. We've seen 4 punts and no points. More punts than points. It's punt practice today. Dennis, what's going on, my friend? We got Dennis the Menace in the house on Aris saying no one isn't a word. Or no-un. That's a blocked punt. Say what? The Alabama Crimson Tide has a punt blocked, and the Georgia Bulldogs get the football at the exact same place where they started that defensive play, that 4th down. The punt came in, and I just assumed it was going to be a clean punt. Here's the replay. The snap, a high snap here. That is blocked by special teams. Wow, a huge block there by special teams. Number 83 gets the stop here for the Bulldogs. That's Cole Spear. Cole Spear blocks the punt, and the Bulldogs take over just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 for the Georgia Bulldogs at the 21-yard line. Here we go. A snap, a handoff, right-hand side. Georgia Bulldogs inside the 15, inside the 10, down at the 7. 1st and goal after a run by Nate Frazier. 1st and 10, 1st down, Georgia Bulldogs. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line now after that play. 6:21 here left to go. The Georgia Bulldogs now inside the red zone. Bulldogs marching in Alabama territory. Bulldogs, single back formation, motion on the field. This time, number 86 to the top of the screen. It's going to be a snap and a handoff. The running back gets the carry here, and that's going to go very, very modest gain again for Nate Frazier. This time, it'll be a 1-yard pickup, maybe a 1-yard loss. They're calling this a 2nd down and 8. So 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line instead of the 7. They do indeed go backwards. Looks like the tackle here was made by Zabian Brown. Well done by the Alabama defense. Football now actually at the 9-yard line. I'm looking at a shotgun formation and motion on the field once again from Dylan Bell. Bell is the motion man. It is going to be an end around. Bell inside the 5. Bell inside the 3. Down at the 1. 3rd down and goal at the 1-yard line. Dylan Bell almost punching this one in. They are knocking on the Bama door. Sweet home Alabama. Let's see if they're going to make a house call right here. Georgia Bulldogs just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. That carry was an end around once again. This time it was the wide receiver. 3rd and goal with 4:45 left to go. An I formation here. Snap, little play action going to the right-hand side. The wind-up and the throw. It's in. It's a touchdown. Touchdown, Georgia Bulldogs. Touchdown. Let's go. That is Roderick Robinson who gets the touchdown there. Put 6 points on the board for the wrong team here. 6 points on the board for the Georgia Bulldogs. It is 6-0 now. Okay. Georgia Bulldogs get 6 points. Looks like Robinson makes the grab. And I'm looking at my depth chart here thinking, who the heck is this? I don't even have Roderick Robinson as one of my numbers here. But you better recognize the name right now because he just scored a touchdown for UGA. Extra point attempt goes up. Extra point attempt is good. 4:36 left to go in the first quarter, and we have an official lead right now in this game. Okay. Let me write that name down. Make sure I write that name down. Okay. All right, guys. Happened pretty quick, though, didn't it, Jay Mullen? Happens pretty quick when it happens. What's going on, chat? Welcome into this one. We just got our first touchdown of the game, folks. And we're going back to a quick commercial break. Alabama about to get the football now. Alabama about to get the football now. Let's go Irish. 2 for 2 already, says Jip527. What up, Jip527? Looks like Jax Johnson in the house with the exclamation points. What's going on, Ryan Meyer? Hello, Dennis. I've got Dennis in the house saying, sorry, Mario, I missed your Cowboys-Lions feed. I'm sure it was fun for a moment. Honestly, dude, that game did really well. That was actually the best game for regular season football that this channel has ever had, in case you did not know. We picked up almost 250,000 views on that game for Thursday Night Football. So, yeah, man, it was a good one. What's going on to all of you watching this stream? My name is Mario. You're watching Football Nation. We are covering the SEC Championship game right now. And after this game, we'll cover the Big Ten Championship as well. Shout out to Dwayne. Shout out to Riley Faircloth. Hello. Shout out to Treetop number 9 saying, what up, Mario? What up, Treetop? How you doing, my friend? Savage Curry checking in saying, kicked, blocked, good, Georgia Bulldogs, says Savage Curry. Yes, the blocked punt was a huge deal there for the Georgia Bulldogs. Huge pride for the Georgia Bulldogs right there. Bubba Jax, what's up, man? Rock and roll. The Dollface saying, go Bucks. The Dusty Addicts dropping the Lions logo right now. Guys, in case you're new to this channel, man, I've got all the college football games we are going to be covering today. I've got custom emojis right here. Y'all can see these. Depending, these are the games that we will be covering today. So if you guys want to check it out, I'm here for y'all. Let's see. What made you start doing this? Says our friend LL Jukes. LL Jukes, that's a loaded question, bro. And honestly, it's going to take way longer than this commercial break that we're in for me to break it down for you. But long story short, I was unable to catch the games in my own area. I love fantasy football, and I couldn't catch the games. And so, you know, I checked out Tom Grossi. I checked out Chat Sports. I checked out some of the other guys who were doing this. And I always thought to myself, you know, those guys are pretty good, man. But I have a theater background, and I feel like I can do it just a little bit better, or maybe just a little bit differently. And, you know, I saw the gap that they were providing for people who didn't have access to the games, and I thought that I could also help bridge that gap. 1 billion monthly users on YouTube. I figured there's got to be enough space for multiple content creators to do the same style, and I am slowly but surely becoming one of the top creators out here on the YouTube landscape. We are approaching 100,000 rapidly. We started the season with like 30,000 subscribers, so we've already over doubled it right now as this season has gone on. It's been really good. Again, super loaded question right here, Jukes. But long story short, I saw the competition. I saw that I could do something a little bit different, maybe a little more professionally, however you want to phrase it, right? Just a little bit, though. Just a little bit more professionally. Not too much over the top. I appreciate that question, man. Thanks for asking. All right, guys, commercial break is over. Here is the kickoff, and we do end up with a touchback. So no kickoff return. No kickoff return. 4:36 left to go here in the first quarter. Alabama going to start this drive on the 25-yard line, but they do get the football now. Okay, we'll move this over, get the chair out of the way. Feeling froggy right now, so let's do this Crimson Tide drive to the best of our abilities. Alabama Crimson Tide with the football at the 25. 4:36 left to go, lined up on the left hash. We've got Alabama in a shotgun formation, waiting for the snap. Ty Simpson looks like to his left, Daniel Hill, and motion on the field right now. Here's the snap. It's a handoff. Actually, the ball carrier is A.K. Deer. A.K. Deer, number 0, will pick up about 2 yards on the play. It brings up a second down, and 8 will start the clock once again. 2-yard pickup for A.K. Deer. Number 2 recruit in the 2025 ESPN 300. He is a freshman. He was the number 2 recruit in all of high school football for Alabama. Okay, Daniel Hill is in on the play, guys. 4 minutes and about 4 minutes here left to go. Football at the 27-yard line. Shotgun formation. Trips on the left. 1 at the bottom of the screen. Taking the snap. Simpson drops back. Looks to the right. Will check it down to the running back. Turning away from the tackle, but only picking up 4 yards on the catch is Daniel Hill. That moves the football on 2nd down and 8 to 3rd down and 4. Football out to the Bama 31. Bama at their own 31-yard line. 3rd down. Simpson in the huddle right now. Georgia Bulldogs, good job defensively. Haven't given up any points yet in this game. They're looking to keep it that way. Alabama looking to spoil the party. Alabama looking to spoil the party. Clock continues to tick. Break! Sampson now waits for the snap right now. Got a couple of guys ahead of him to block. 2 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. The man by himself at the bottom is Horton. Not looking that way, though. He'll wind up and throw. Catch is made this time. Looks like Ryan Williams breaks free. The 40, the 50, across midfield. Gets down at about the 30, call it the 48, excuse me. 48-yard line across midfield. That's a huge pickup and a big first down for Alabama. First down, Bama. And so, roll Tide, the Crimson Tide. Nice jab step there, man. Good jab step by Ryan Williams. Eventually pushed out of bounds. But took some doing to bring him down. Breaking tackles left and right. Well done. 49-yard line, 1st and 10 coming up for the Alabama Crimson Tide. They are inside Georgia territory, right across midfield on the SEC logo. Motion on the field from number 17. That motion man is Loser Brooks once again. Dropping back, Ty Simpson will air it out. This pass going to be broken up right there. It was intended for Isaiah Horton. It was broken up by Ellis Robinson. 2nd down on the incomplete pass. 2 minutes and 21 seconds left to go. Ellis Robinson, good job defensively there to break that up. It was number 1 on number 1. Honestly, that looked like just a dropped pass instead by Isaiah Horton. 2nd down and 10 at the 49. Motion on the field as the running back goes to the wideout spot here. Daniel Hill now in the wide receiver slot. 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen, 1 at the top. Taking the snap, Ty Simpson looking left. He'll wind up and throw. Catch is made. Number 5, that's Jeremy Bernard. It's a 4-yard pickup. 3rd down and 6. 3rd down and 6 after the 4-yard gain. Moves the football to the UGA 45. So Bama in Georgia territory at the 45-yard line. 3rd down once again. They are in no man's land, which means a field goal from here would not likely, probably wouldn't hit right there. It's too far, man. It's just too far for most of these college kickers. 148 left to go. 3rd down and 6. 45-yard line, shotgun formation. Trips on the right here for Alabama. They're showing blitz on the Georgia side. Play clock down to 1. It is a 4-man rush. It's going to be picked off. It's intercepted. The return, the 50, the 40. Out of bounds right there. A flag coming in. That's going to be Dalen Everett with the interception. Dalen Everett, the cornerback, 6'1", the senior out of Norfolk, Virginia, going to pick that off. It is Georgia football. There's a flag on the play. Let's find out what the call is. A flag on the play. Georgia should be getting the football back. Interception right there. Looks like the pass was intended for Isaiah Horton. Instead picked off. Oh, man, is that number 6? That's number 6 who picks that off. Yep. Well done by Dalen Everett to get that interception. Well done. Danny, thanks for checking in. Danny Arias in the house. Okay. Finding out what the flag is right now. Waiting for the call here. It's going to be maybe a late hit out of bounds. Here's a face mask. Oh, it's a face mask. Hanging on right there. Number 5 going to be charged. That's going to be Jeremy Bernard going to be hit with a face mask after the interception. That'll go against Georgia. That'll be an additional 15 yards. Brutal, brutal play, guys. Either way. There we go. 1st and 10. Ooh, it looks like they're putting this one back. Maybe it's the other way. We're actually across midfield. What did I just do right here? Bama, interception. So Georgia gets the football back. It's going to be a penalty. Looks like the penalty was against Georgia, right? Okay. 2nd down coming up right now, guys. 2nd down and 8. I got a 2nd down and 8 after a 2-yard pickup. So let's move past that play. I'm trying to clear up the confusion, not further muddy the waters. Everything is to say the Georgia Bulldogs intercepted the football. They now have the ball back, and they're at their own 45-yard line. So let's just go with that there. 2nd down and 8 at the 45. Here's a little play action, a wind-up and a throw. The catch will be made upfield here, gets out to the 50. So catch made by Oscar Delp. This will be a 5-yard pickup here. This brings up a 3rd down and 3 coming up now. 38 seconds left to go. We will need to see one more play before the end of this quarter. Georgia up 7-0 over Alabama. Takes the snap from the 50-yard line, surveying. Gunner Stockton runs out of time as he dives for the 1st down, and he gets it. 1st down, Georgia Bulldogs. The Bulldogs pick up a fresh new set of downs, and this should take us to the end of the quarter, 2nd quarter, to begin momentarily. Good job, Bulldogs, says Nicholas. Brandon Cole Photography says, ... An ellipsis here. This game to be continued. That is correct, my friends. That is the end of the 1st quarter. We move on to the 2nd quarter. I will add quarter number 2. I will add 15 minutes on the board. We will have a fresh new set of downs after the diving 1st down pickup there by Gunner Stockton. Alabama on defense. Georgia at the Bama 47 when we get back from this commercial break. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Football Nation. I am your host. My name is Mario Manuel. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Thanks for watching this live stream, guys. I know that there are a lot of other options out there on YouTube, but I aim to be the best live stream color radio broadcast commentator out on this platform. Fingers crossed that we are putting up at least a decent effort. Shout out to those of you in the chat. That is the end of the 1st quarter, guys. So we are going to wait till the 3rd quarter here, most likely to drop our first a word from our sponsors right now. But I see a lot of people in the chat right now. Looks like they're throwing around some politics. Guys, please no politics in the chat. We want to keep everything football related. I do have moderators, and the moderators are going to do their best to make sure that the chat stays within the rules that we've set on this channel. I want you guys to have fun. Obviously, you can probably tell from the energy I'm giving off here, I want you guys to have fun. But the best way to do that, let's avoid politics. Let's avoid the religion. Let's avoid those hot button issues and keep it all football. What do you say? Can we agree to those terms? I think that'll be for the best here. Okay, guys, Georgia Bulldogs offense coming into this game, 22nd in college football. 32 points per game is what they average, and their defense is only giving up 17.6. This team is solid, I tell you what, when we come to the offensive side here. Inside the red zone, they are 21st in college football. Forget the 21st ranking. 90% success rate in the red zone? Bro, 90% success rate in the red zone. And on 3rd downs, they're converting 3rd downs at a 45% success rate. Georgia Bulldogs offense is built to win, and their defense is built to win as well. No, of course, we know that secondaries in college football aren't as good, or defenses in college football aren't as good as NFL college footballs, as NFL's football teams. You could say that, but then you look at the Tennessee Titans and then, sorry. But just some quick statistical numbers here. Not looking great for the Crimson Tide offensively. Yards per game, 58th. Yards per play, 58th. Couple areas where they have been pretty good in points per game and red zone efficiency. Defensively, though, they should be doing a little bit better. They are just right next to Georgia Bulldogs when it comes to the defensive comparison here. They're only giving up 18 points per game. They've given up 7 in the first quarter of this one, so they're technically behind schedule right now. There's still plenty of time left to go. We are still in the commercial break between the first and the second quarter. Promise you're not missing anything. I will have action for you guys here momentarily. If you have not signed up for the weekly pick'ems, guys, you can do that on my website. Every week we're giving away $100 cash prize, or trying to give away $100 cash prize for our grand prize winner. If we don't have one, we raffle off prizes to someone who played. But if you are interested in any of those things, guys, check it out. Week 14 and Week 15 are now available. After today, you won't have a chance to make your picks. So if you haven't made your picks yet, please be sure to go and do that. Commercial break is over. Coming right back out of it. A quick snap and a handoff here to the running back. Looks like it's going to be a modest gain for Georgia. This time it's going to be a carry for Nate Frazier. Nate Frazier gets the pickup. We'll start the clock once again. It's just going to be a 1-yard gain. 2nd down and 9 as Frazier's brought down at the Alabama 46. From the 47 to the 46. Lining up again, the Georgia Bulldogs inside of Bama territory. Bulldogs, 2nd down and 9. A shotgun right now with Gunner Stockton waiting for the snap. He takes it. He hands this off right-hand side. Looks like the carry from Frazier gets to the 40. That's a 6-yard gain. The scrum, the pile pushes past the first down, and they get to the 35. He gets by with a little help from his friends. Nate Frazier, the 5'10" running back, gets the entire offensive line behind him, and the Georgia Bulldogs will pick up a first down. Georgia moves the football to the Bama 35 from the Bama 46. Turns out to be an 11-yard pickup. Initially stopped and stuffed just 5 yards past the line of scrimmage. Turns out to be a big play. Okay, pistol formation. 35-yard line, Georgia inside of Bama territory. From the right hash, a snap and a handoff to the left-hand side. Frazier once again this time will pick up a yard or two. Ooh, excuse me. The ball carrier on that play was Cash Jones. Cash Jones will pick up 2. It's a 2nd down and 8 coming up at the Alabama 33. Camera focusing in on number 51 of the defense right now. That man wearing number 51. I actually don't have him. Should have him on my roster here for the Alabama Crimson Tide defense. Don't have that number circled. That's okay. Oh, it's because it's not. I'm getting teams mixed up. Malachi Tolliver was the one they were focusing on. Doesn't matter. 2nd down and 8. A quick snap and a handoff to the right-hand side. A gain of 0 for Cash Jones. Brings up a 3rd down and 8, and the clock continues ticking. So the center is who they were focused on for whatever reason. Malachi Tolliver, the freshman. That last carry, not Cash Jones. That last carry, Chauncey Bowens, who's supposed to be the starter for today's game, gets another carry, goes nowhere. All the stats on the right-hand side, guys. I know I'm mentioning a lot of names as we move forward here. Shotgun formation. Looks like Cash Jones is in on this play. Gunner Stockton will carry it on 3rd down and 8, and he does most of the damage. They're going to mark him down just shy of the line to gain. It'll be a 4th down and inches coming up now for the Georgia Bulldogs. Football to the Bama 26. 4th down and inches. Let's see if Georgia goes for it now. Do you go for it or no? Do you go for it or no? Okay. 4th down and inches. Stepping up to the line right now. Gunner Stockton under center. This should be a quarterback sneak. Let's see what they do. There's the snap. It is a QB sneak, and they do pick it up. They get down to the 23-yard line. Call it the 24. Call it the 23. First down, Georgia Bulldogs. Well done there on the quarterback sneak. Pretty obvious here. He actually went to the weak side on that play. The strong side was on the right-hand side. Stockton goes counterintuitive there, does find the crease, does pick up the first down, does have to eat a shot from Yanze Pierre, but it doesn't matter. They pick up that first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. Stockton under center. Trips on the right-hand side. Single back formation. Motion on the field from Dylan Bell. Dropping back in trouble. Has to wind up and throw. Incomplete pass intended for Nate Frazier. 2nd down and 10. 1st and 10 after that pickup. 2nd down and 10 now coming up. 11:08 left to go. Football at the Alabama 23. First pass on that fresh set of downs is incomplete. Frazier, the intended receiver, broken up again by Yanze Pierre. Doing a great job today for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Motion on the field. Shotgun formation, 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Dropping back, looking right. Gonna wind up and throw. The catch is made on the move inside the 10, inside the 5. Down he goes. Big catch here for Dylan Bell. Dylan Bell, 6'1", 210, born in Houston, Texas. 1st and goal, Georgia Bulldogs. The Bulldogs make a big play right here. Quick comeback route right there. Number 86 making a huge play for the Georgia Bulldogs. And honestly, Hubbard had to make a touchdown saving tackle right there. Down at the 4-yard line. The entire line's going to shift right now. Trips on the right-hand side. 1 man to the top of the screen from the 4-yard line. A snap, and it's going to be a handoff to the left-hand side. Nate Frazier loses a yard. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal with 10 minutes here left to go in the first half of this game. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Football Nation. I hope you guys are having fun on this live stream right now. If you're a Georgia Bulldogs fan, I hope you guys are as stoked about this drive as I am. We are inside the red zone, so let's change the energy a little bit here. It's 2nd down and goal. Shotgun formation, trips on the right-hand side. Waiting for the snap, Gunner Stockton takes it. He will hand this off. This goes up, and flags coming in immediately, so this stops the clock with 9:47. We'll find out what the flag is. This could be a false start. It is a false start. Flag on the play. False start on the Georgia Bulldogs. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. And 2nd and goal from the 5 becomes 2nd and goal from the 10. False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay. 2nd down. 2nd and goal. Backed up to the Alabama 10. 2nd and goal. Georgia backed up to the Alabama 10, or all the way down in the Alabama 10. That penalty will set them back a little bit. Trips on the right here, shotgun formation. Here's the snap, looking right, flipping the hips, decides to run. Gunner Stockton gets down to the 5 again, so he'll pick up the 5 yards they just lost. 3rd down and goal. The clock remains hot. Boozy Ray saying Bama on the ref side. Lamar and Teddy, I'm doing very well, Lamar and Teddy. Thank you for checking in, sir. Thank you very much, Lamar and Teddy. I appreciate that, my friend. 9 minutes left to go. 3rd down and goal. The Georgia Bulldogs knocking on the door. This could end up in a field goal here. That's what Alabama's hoping for. Shotgun formation from the Bulldogs. Motion on the field. It's Zachariah Branch going to the bottom. A windup and a throw. The catch is made in the end zone. That's going to be Dylan Bell. That's a touchdown, Georgia Bulldogs. A sidearm throw, and Georgia is in for 6. 5-yard touchdown grab for Dylan Bell. He has been a key piece of this drive. Again, the senior in a big game like this. Way to make the play. Way to make the play right there by the senior. Number 86 beats the defense right there. Honestly, just kind of cooked his assignment. Keon Sabb had no chance on that in route. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And Georgia all of a sudden has a 14-0 lead over Alabama. Does Alabama have what it takes, or is the Crimson Tide already cooked? Game still has plenty of time left to go. This game just now getting started, but who knows, man? Who knows? Alabama could easily have 4 losses this year, says the Flix Capacitor. What up, the Flix Capacitor? Wow, UGA's best start of the year. Stockton is on game right now, says Bomba Bomba. What up, Bomba Bomba? Not surprising, says Reg Cell. Nicholas saying touchdown dogs. What up, Jared Marcus? What's going on? Okay. Looking for Bulldogs. Looking for my Bulldogs fans. Where is my Georgia Bulldogs fans out there? Let's see. Do they have? Maybe we could do for Georgia. Maybe y'all could drop like a peach. I don't know. Looking for the Georgia fans out here or something. Go Bulldogs, says Laney. GA says Ganderas. What's up, Ganderas? Here, sir, says G-Dogs in the house. Kirby did. What up? Roll Tide over, says Brian Hudson. Here we go, says Woodham. Here we go. All right, Georgia Bulldogs fan right here. Jeremiah dropping the G's across the board right there. Dusty Attic saying subscribe and like. Thank you, Dusty Attic. I appreciate that. Looks like Leon right here. BG saying I'm here. Space Explorer saying go Dogs. Evan saying go Fighting Irish. We got Ty Thompson. What up, Ty Thompson? Boozy Ray saying go Dogs. What's up, chat, man? Let's go. Go Dogs, says Jeff. Go Dogs, says Adonis. What's up, Adonis Star? Not a Bulldogs fan. Just despise Alabama, says James. What up, James? Dumbo the Elephant. Man, you guys are coming in hot with these chats right now. Thank you guys so much for being here. Nicholas, I see you, Nicholas Crumrine. I see you, my friend. What's going on, Georgia fans? What's going on, Bama fans? Thank y'all so very much. Okay. Still in the middle of a commercial break, folks. When we get back, the Georgia Bulldogs just scored a touchdown. The score is now 14-0. Georgia Bulldogs have a 14-0 lead over the Alabama Crimson Tide. And there's still plenty of time left, but you can't help but feel like if Alabama doesn't score on this drive, it's going to be a short game today. We'll see how this one goes. Booney checking in. Let's see. Trying to read some of these comments right here. Slow Tide says free Durden. What's up? Looks like a $5 super chat coming in from our friend Brock Hershey. Hello, Brock Hershey. I bet you're waiting for the baseball game to come back around, huh, Brock? Waiting for the baseball season to come back around. Brock Hershey is one of our resident experts on this channel right now. Thank you for that super chat, my friend. Appreciate you, bro. One of our resident baseball experts. Love to have these guys coming back in right now. Commercial break is over. Let's get back to the action. Alabama about to receive the kickoff here. Here we go. Okay. Waiting for the kickoff. Right now, Alabama lining up to receive this one. Georgia, the Bulldogs, send this away. This goes away. This will be a touchback. Alabama going to start this drive on the 25-yard line. Let's go. Thank you, moderators, for keeping the chat clean right now. Thank you very much. And I know you guys are probably going to have your hands full today because college football just happens to go that way. But I think the more and more mature audience we get on this channel, the easier things become. But I cannot thank my moderators enough for keeping the chat nice and clean and on point as we move forward in this game. All right, guys, Alabama with the football. Looks like we've got Georgia on defense. Another super chat coming in right now from our boy Brock. Thanks, Brock. Here's the snap on the 25. A look to the right-hand side, going to the right and breaking a tackle, picking up 10, picking up 15, steps out of bounds at some point here. Catch made by Ryan Williams of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Picks up some good yardage. That's a first down, Alabama. If I yell loud enough, can the Alabama coaches hear me? Looking for my inspiration, says Brock. By the way, guys, big catch and run right there for Ryan Williams. That's 21 yards. Looks like the clock will stop. This might be reviewed to see where the football actually goes out of bounds. 8:16 left to go. The clock is stopped. 8:16 left to go. They're going to take a look at this right now. This is currently under review. Ooh, he's out of bounds there. That's still past the first down marker, but it's definitely not at the 46-yard line. They might bring this back. Yeah, it's definitely going to be closer to the 28-yard line, so they're going to bring this one back. It's still a first down, guys. It's still a first down. Should still be a first down. Ruling on the field is that the ball carrier was down at the 46-yard line. Actually, it should be the 37 or the 38. They're going to bring this back about 8 or 9 yards, I believe. I still believe that the result of the play is going to be a first down, but this is under review. Okay, shout out to the chat. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, Bama, do something like go home, says Walker. What's up, Walker? Shane saying, for some reason, I had a feeling that Georgia would take care of business if this holds up. Here's the call, guys. After review, the runner stepped out of bounds at the 38-yard line. It is still first down. Alabama has the football. So it's still a first down. It doesn't go down for 21 yards. It'll come back and go down for 13. Still an impressive play for Ryan Williams, and still a first down for Alabama. However, they will now line up at the 38-yard line. It is 1st and 10 for Bama at their own 38. Break! They line up. Alabama just 63 yards in this game compared to Georgia's 115. Stats on the right-hand side. I'm going to scroll this down just a hair, guys, so you can see the pass catchers as well. From the 38-yard line, shotgun formation, trips on the left-hand side. Waiting for the snap on this one, we've got Ty Simpson. He takes it. The blitz coming in quickly. Ty Simpson in trouble. He scrambles to the right. He winds up and throws. Pass is incomplete. Stops the clock with 7:45. 2nd down and 10. So 7:45 here left to go. Incomplete pass. So far, Ty Simpson is 5 of 9 for 53 yards. Again, stats on the right-hand side. Here comes a 2nd down and 10 from the Alabama 38. Shotgun formation, trips on the left. One lone wolf at the top of the screen. The man by himself is Jeremy Bernard, and there goes Isaiah Horton to join him at the top of the screen. Ty Simpson takes it. He looks left. He looks right. He'll check it down. It's swatted at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 10. Good stop there. Well done by the Bulldogs. This time Quintavious Johnson gets its hand up to swat that down. Good job by Johnson to swat that thing away. 3rd down and 10 coming up now. The Georgia Bulldogs defense getting a big play on that one. Alabama motion on the field, waiting for the snap from the right hash. Ty Simpson has another motion man. This time the motion man is going to be Brooks. Looking that way, will wind up and throw. Overthrows Brooks. 4th down and 10. Another incomplete pass from Ty Simpson. Great coverage by Zayden Walker. Great coverage by Zayden Walker of the Georgia Bulldogs out there. And it brings up a 4th down and 10. The clock stops with 7:37. And the Bulldogs are going to start to pull away on this one. High tide time, says Family Feleno. Family Feleno. Feleno? No sé. ¿Qué onda, fulano? Motion on this one for the punt. Should just be a regular punt from the 38-yard line. This one goes up, up, and away. Another $5 super chat coming in. Signaled a fair catch at the 20-yard line. The Georgia Bulldogs will take over. It's 1st and 10. So a punt for Alabama. Looks like Donk San Hots. Donk San Hots with a $5 super chat. What's going on? Donks and Hots. Hot shots. Maybe that's hot shots. Maybe that's donks and hot shots. Hard to tell. Hard to tell. What's going on, dude? Appreciate that super chat. Thanks for checking in. 7.5 minutes left to go, guys. We are midway through this 2nd quarter. We are going to get the 2-minute timeout in just a moment right now. Ace of Spades. The Ace of Spades. Mr. Motorhead in the house with his Broncos logo right here saying, what's up, dude? All is well. Thank you for asking. Shout out to the college football fans. This could be 40-0, says Jay Floyo. Could be. Hopefully not. We'll see. We'll see how this game goes. We got plenty of time left. Alabama needs to find its groove. Rhonda Davis saying, I wish my Chiefs were playing like my Dogs. Rhonda, as soon as that beanie gets to you, please let me know. I'm concerned that It maybe got lost in the mail. Let's give it another couple days. Just let me know if you get that beanie. She did win one of the prizes on this channel, guys, for playing the weekly pick'ems. And if you are looking for some Football Nation swag, you can sign up to win some swag for free on the channel, or you can actually check out the website footballnationusa.com and just go look through the spread shop. I got a bunch of different designs that we are working on. Got to come up with some new designs, but still. Go Dogs, says Nicholas. Sean saying, I love Motorhead. OSU sucks, says RBB. Slow Tide, says Free Burden. All right, guys, just so y'all know, after this game, immediately after this game, we're going to turn around and do this one, Indiana and Ohio State. That should be a fun matchup as well. That should be a really good game. Looking forward to that one. We will be covering both of these games. Also, if you're new to this channel, don't go anywhere. During halftime, I will have a trivia quiz for you. You can obviously hear that the music has changed. We're going to do a little bit, something a little bit different right now for trivia. We do this for all of our football games, but I'm not going to let you guys see what those are. Let's see. Co Buckeye, says DJ Davis. Foxborough is rocking again, says Z-Cam. Sure is. Indiana Hoosiers. Look at the scoreboard, says Free Durden. That is correct. The scoreboard is above your head. Right now, above my head, I guess. Georgia, 14. Bama, big fat goose egg right now. Trivia, says DJ Gene. DJ Gene, that's it. Okay, we got Living Like Larry saying, my birthday wish is for the Bulldogs to win this battle. Happy birthday to Living Like Larry. Let's go, dude. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Living Like Larry. Fun James. Thank you very much, man. Fun James also checks in with the super chat. This commercial break is just about over, guys. Remember, the Alabama Crimson Tide just punted this one away. Alabama just punted this one away to Georgia. And the Bulldogs starting this drive on the 20. Thank you, Fun James. Thank you, Living Like Larry. Happy birthday, Larry. Seriously, happy birthday. Shout out to Living Like Larry. Everybody tell Larry happy birthday. All right, guys, motion on the field. A snap and a handoff. Number 86 going to get the carry past the 30-yard line, down at the 32. And another big pickup right here by Dylan Bell, who scored the touchdown earlier. Big first down. It's 1st and 10, this time at the 32-yard line. Brooklyn, New York. Hey, Brooklyn, New York, just subscribe to the channel. What about it? Big whoop. Want to fight about it? What's going on, Brooklyn, New York? I'm walking over here. Georgia with the football. They're also walking over here. Here's a snap, a look to the left, a throw to the left. Catch will be made on the left-hand side. Nate Frazier makes the grab. This will bring up a 2nd down. Looks like a 2-yard pickup. 2nd down and 8 at the UGA 34-yard line. Bulldogs on the left side of the field, on the left hash right now, which means the far side of the field is the bottom of your screen. The far side of the field is the bottom of the screen. Trips on the far side right now. Motion on the field here as we see London Humphreys go up to the top of the screen. 2nd down and 8. A throw to the left side. This should be a wide receiver screen. Not going to pick up a whole lot right there. That's going to be Sokovie White-Helton. A name you don't normally see out here. Sokovie White-Helton, 5'9", 180 from Cartersville, Georgia. Cody, thank you for the super chat, my friend. Thank you, Cody Setzer. I appreciate that, sir. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate the $5 super chat and those kind words, most importantly. Thanks, sir. 36-yard line. Shotgun formation coming up. Stepping up to the line. Gunner Stockton doesn't like what he sees. He backs up once again. To his left is Cash Jones, and Bama showing blitz, baby. Bama about to bring everyone across this line. They bring in a 4-man rush, a look to the left, a throw to the left, a terrible overthrow on 3rd down and 6. It does bring up a 4th down and 6, and it stops the clock with 5:31. 3rd down and 6. Incomplete pass, 4th down and 6. Looks like the intended receiver was Zachariah Branch, and it was way, way over his head. A miscue, probably some kind of just disconnect between the two players. So bad throw from Georgia. They will have to punt for the first time in a while here. Punt team back out. For the Bulldogs, good stand there by Alabama's defense. Alabama going to take over. This is a window of opportunity. A fair catch signal. They'll start this drive on the 24. Alabama has the football back. And Alabama, she was screaming hammer. I'm going to sing that all day here, man. Bama with the football. And as you know, they go to another break. Boy, oh boy, do they really like their breaks, man. Oh, SpaghettiOs. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs, says Steve. All my Georgia fans stand up. Stay focused. All right, guys, do we have any alumni? If you are alumni from either of these two institutions, what year and what school? So I did not go to either of these institutions. If you went or have family members from either Georgia or Bama, let us know in the chat right now if you are alumni. Let's find out who you are. Country Chaos saying roll tide. What if I can't stand, bro? Well, then I will feel your enthusiasm. 1995 School of Hard Knocks. WCU. Catamount here. What's going on, Cool as a fan? Let's see. 2013 alumni. I see you. Let's go. Fist bump to that. Rock and roll, man. UGA 2004, says Stephanie. Rock on, Stephanie. Thanks for checking into the chat. I love it. UGA 2004. 2022 UGA, says Jermaine. Let's go. Georgia graduate in 96. I see you, Auto Dad. Let's go, bro. Auto Dad. James Robinson 2003. Okay, UGA alumni 2013. We got a lot of UGA in the house. What's going on, Mickey? What's going on, Runaway Ricardo or Runaway Cardo? I see you out here. Bama fan in the house. Gerard Williams. What up, Gerard? Stepdaughter goes to UGA. A senior in there, says Ricky. 2022 UGA. Looks like GA 1996. A lot of UGA. This is awesome, man. This is awesome. A ton of alumni in the house. I love it, man. Roll tears, roll. Uganda 2011, says Ganderas. What's up, Ganderas? 17.5 plus first half. DD4X. Oh, you took the first half over for 17.5? That is so close, dude. You're hoping for a touchdown here. Gavin said, I graduated from both. I'm that guy. Okay. Split decision there. 2008. Hey! Gerard Williams, 2008. Alabama. Any more roll tide in here? 2023. There you go, Fire Coleman. What's up, Fire Coleman? Texas Tech, go Raiders. Hey, Texas Tech had themselves a day today, Rhonda. How about that? Good game for Texas Tech today, huh? Go Bama, says Carlo Celis. UF 2013. All right, guys. So right now we are in the middle of a commercial break. Still waiting to get back to the action. I promise you're not missing any of the action right now. But they are slowly cutting back. There will be an extended halftime because college football, instead of 12 minutes, does 20 minutes. We're going to go with our normal trivia quiz during halftime, but the commercial break is over. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line for Alabama. Let's see if they can finally get some points on the board. Single back formation, trips to the right-hand side. Ty Simpson puts his hands to the helmet, calls an audible. Everyone else responds. Takes a step back, motion on the field. Ryan Williams to the bottom of the screen. It's a handoff to the running back. This time it will be a short gain from A.K. Deer. Call that a 3-yard pickup on 1st and 10. It brings up a 2nd down and 7 and gets the clock ticking once again. 2nd down and 7 with 5 minutes and 9 seconds here left to go. How about them dogs, says Tuck Akers. What's up, man? What is up? 5:02 left to go. So, first half coming to an end here, folks. First half coming to an end. We've got a single back formation. We've got 3 options on the left-hand side right here. Ty Simpson on 2nd down and 7 from the 28-yard line will hand this off. A nice spin move at the top of the screen, gets up past the 30. This will be about a 5-yard gain, brings up a 3rd down and 2. Nice shifty move here by Ryan Williams, juking the defense on that play. Good move right there. He straight up had Chris Jones on skates. He straight up had Chris Jones on skates. So 3rd down and 2 with 4:20 left to go. You guys know what that means. 4:20 left to go. 3rd down. Alabama looking to avoid another 3 and out. They went punt, interception, punt. Incomplete pass means punt again. Bad, awful, terrible throw. He was open, bro. All you had to do was hit the target. An awful throw right here by Ty Simpson. And Simpson puts that way too far ahead of his intended receiver, Daniel Hill. Even if his arms could stretch, I don't know if he could have made that football or made that catch. Bad throw, bad play, 4th down and 2, punt time. 3 and out, man. Another 3 and out. Ty Simpson, by the way, 5 of 12. He is under 50%. You can see his numbers right here. Here is the punt. Georgia Bulldogs get the football back. The Georgia Bulldogs will get the football back. It'll be a 1st and 10 for Georgia at the UGA 19-yard line. Too much, 420, says Janet Jones. Did that happen? Did the chat go off right there for just a moment? If Alabama loses, I'm switching teams. Just joking, says God Chaser. What's going on, guys? I see Patriot Stacker saying Campbell's chicken noodle soup. Chicken noodle soup. Chicken noodle soup with soda on the side. Let it rain and clear it out. Shotgun. Let it rain, A, and clear it out. A from the 18-yard line, a snap and a look to the right-hand side. Catch will be made by number 1. He'll come back across the entire field. This should be a gain of about 10 here for the Georgia Bulldogs. They're going to call this a 1st down. Grab made by Zachariah Branch. That's a 1st down, Georgia. From the 19 to the 29. It should bring up a 1st and 10 here for the Georgia Bulldogs. Okay. This will be a close game, says Dream Life. I hope so, because right now it's pretty one-sided. Looks like from the 28, that shouldn't be a 1st down if they're putting it down at the 18-yard line. Or the 28-yard line. From the 28-yard line out to the 35, maybe the 36. That'll be an 8-yard pickup. 2nd down and 2. Catch made on the right-hand side by Dylan Bell. So Dylan Bell makes the grab. Looks like the tackle will be made here on this side by Dominique Jackson. A snap and a handoff to the left-hand side on 2nd down and 2. The carry will go to Nate Frazier, and he does his job, picking up a gain of 4. So this will bring up a fresh new set of downs. Gain of 4, gets the football to the UGA 40 from the 36, and that's good for a Georgia Bulldogs. 1st down. 1st down, Bulldogs. Okay. 1st and 10, 2:30 left to go. The Bulldogs with it. They will need one more play before the 2-minute timeout. Single back formation from the 40-yard line. Motion on the field here. There's the snap. A little handoff to the right-hand side. Goes up the middle. And looks like a gain of about 2 on the play. This should take us to the 2-minute timeout. So 2 minutes coming up right now. 2 minutes going to hit right here, guys, and we are going to go to a quick word from our sponsors. So everybody hang tight. I will be right back.
All right, babe, I'm done with my work. Want to get busy?
I'm a little busy right now, but if you're looking to score, you can help me with some of the chores.
1st and 10, and he opens up with a sweep to the right-hand side. But the obvious play isn't going to impress the wife. It's a short gain, and he's going to have to do more if he wants to score. 2nd down and 8, and he runs a counterattack as he wipes down these counters clean. But oh no, he knocks over the baby food, and that's going to get everywhere. It's going to force the laundry. A huge mistake by the offense, and she's literally mopping the floor with this guy. I'm starting to think that he might not score after all, and he's going to have to do something huge here to make up for that penalty. 3rd down, and our guy breaks out the lawnmower. An incredible move as he chews up huge yardage. He's attacking the outside zone with hedge cutters. He cuts left, he cuts right, but it's all going to come down to the official review.
All right, babe, I'm done. I did all the chores. Are you still down?
Yeah, I need you to do one more thing for me. I need you to shave.
And there it is, folks. Time for one last play. The Dollar Shave Club Groom and Zoom with sandalwood scented shave butter that goes on clear so you can see what you're shaving. A weighted, non-slip handle with 360 control and a signature 6-blade head with a lubricating strip so you can handle even the most sensitive areas with confidence. He runs the final play, and she says, "It's good! Our man will score! He is in! Touchdown!" Unbelievable, man. I cannot wait to watch those highlights. All right, guys, so that is our current sponsor right now. We are working with Dollar Shave Club. If you guys are looking for a stocking stuffer, or if you guys are looking for some sort of grooming product that you want to give out for Christmas right now, they are doing a 25% off deal to anybody watching Football Nation as long as you use the promo code FootballN25. So if you use that promo code, you'll get 25% off your entire basket. If you're a last-minute shopper like me, this makes it super easy, guys. Maybe you know someone with too much nose hair. Maybe you know someone with ear hair. Maybe you know someone who's just a hairy person. Maybe it's your wife. Who knows? Who knows, bro? Who knows? Whatever the case is, go check out Dollar Shave Club. They do have promos right now for Georgia Bulldogs and Alabama Crimson Tide. They are doing promos right now for these college football teams because of where we're at in the college football season. So if you are interested in checking that out, if you want to save a couple bucks, let's call it shave a couple bucks off of your grooming kits, you can use our link in the description of this video down below. Thank you guys for that. Now, 2-minute warning, 2-minute timeout. When we get back, it'll be a 1st and 10 football at the Georgia 40-yard line. They are approaching midfield. All 3 timeouts remaining for the Georgia Bulldogs. The Bulldogs have plenty of time to go upfield and score right now. Plenty of time to go upfield and score. Now, Alabama running out of time to keep this game from running away. And I don't know how you and your boys play when y'all play Madden, but me and my boys, if you go down 21-0 before halftime, we call that a 21 skunk, and you got to pass the sticks. Right now, Alabama is in danger of looking at a 21 skunk and having to pass the sticks. Here's hoping that we don't end up with a blowout. Here's hoping that we don't end up with a blowout. Okay, folks. So this game, still nice and hot. It's a 2nd down and 8. No, it's not. What are we looking at? It's not a 1st and 10. It's a 2nd down and 8. 2nd down and 8 from the 42, not from the 40. Here's the snap, and Stockton goes to the right-hand side, gets up past the 45 from the 42. It's a 5-yard pickup on 2nd and 8. It's a 3rd down and 3, and this brings up 3rd down. Thank you, Fair Payment, for that commercial. Don't ever lose your humor, says Fun James. Thanks, Fun James. I appreciate that. That put a smile on my face. Cheers to you, my friend. Okay, thank you for the super chat, sir. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, guys. So, Georgia Bulldogs on offense, 47-yard line. 2 receivers to the top. Looks like 3 receivers to the top. Single back formation, motion on the field. Lots of misdirection. A wind-up and a throw to the running back. Catch will be made. Brought down, wrestled down by Justin Hill. Justin Hill, a huge tackle right there. Absolutely need to be done. It does prevent the 1st down, and it brings up a 4th down and 1. Catch was made out of the backfield right there. Looks like the catch was made by Chauncey Bowens. He was tackled. A good, strong tackle by Justin Hill to prevent the 1st down. It's 4th down and 1. Let's see if they go for it here. The clock has also stopped, by the way. Timeout was called. So someone has called a timeout. It was Alabama. The clock is stopped with 1:09, it looks like. 1:09 remaining. Let's see if they keep it here or if they're going to pump some time back on the clock. 4th down and 1. Georgia maybe going to punt. They could go for it here. They are at the 49-yard line, so they're right at midfield. And let's see what they decide to do. My boy Bowens is getting stuffed out today. Yeah, Bowen's having a bit of a rough go today. So shifting here, change of personnel, 20 seconds left to go, and the umpire saying sub. Okay, they're going for it, guys. 4th down and 1. They looked like they were going to punt. Now they're lined up to go for it. This could be a quarterback sneak under center, or it could just be a hard count. Whistles coming in right now. This time, timeout going to be called on the other side. Georgia wants to call a timeout. 1:09 left to go. No play has happened. They were lined up to punt. All of a sudden, without any warning, all of the players from the special teams rush off the field. Then the regular players come in, your starters come in, and then there seems to be some level of confusion here. So players swapping right now. They're trying to do a trick play. This is probably something that they had dialed up. And Alabama adjusted quickly to this one. Alabama, on their special teams, they were already starting most of their defensive players for that. They were expecting some sort of craziness call here from Georgia, and Alabama does a great job of not crumbling under that one, forcing Georgia to use one of their timeouts. 1:09 left to go. It is 4th down and 1, and Georgia is truly lining up to go for it here on 4th down and 1 at their own 49-yard line. Break! Here they go as they line up. Left hash, Gunner Stockton under center I formation. Motion on the field. It's a snap and a handoff to the left-hand side. This time, Josh McCray going to pick up the first down. It's a 4-yard gain, and the Georgia Bulldogs get a first down here. First down for the Bulldogs. Fresh new set. Timeout should be called by someone. 57 seconds here left to go. 57 seconds here left to go. The clock seems to have continued ticking. So no timeout going to be called. Dropping back, looking left. Going to wind up and throw the tip drill. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Stops the clock with 46. Whew. Georgia picked up a first down on a 4th down and 1 play. Moving the football to the Alabama 47. Georgia now in Bama territory. Georgia with the football. A wind-up and a throw. It is swatted down at the line of scrimmage by Nakai Hill-Green. Good job by Hill-Green. 2nd down and 10. Still at the 47. Georgia Bulldogs in Alabama territory. Shotgun formation. Here is the snap. Here is the handoff out to the left-hand side. It is a 2-yard gain on 2nd down and 10. 3rd down and 8. With 37 seconds here left to go. Clock is ticking. Short gain on the left-hand side by Cash Jones. Another shotgun formation. This time from the 45-yard line. A drop back again. The blitz coming in. Stockton got to get rid of it. He was blown up on the play. Huge play by Alabama's defense. Getting in and crushing this man. Well done. This time it was Bray Hubbard who came in off a safety blitz. 4th down and 8 right here. Safety blitz. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. It was part of the safety blitz. The tackle actually made by Jordan Renaud, but it was that safety blitz that put the pressure on Gunner Stockton, who had to get rid of that football. So 4th down and 8. Looks like the punt team will eventually come out. Or here we are, finally. Georgia going to send this back to Alabama. Crimson Tide looking for their first points with 21 seconds left to go. It's still just a 2-possession game, guys, so it's still plenty of time left here. We've seen teams come back for more. Signaled a fair catch at about the 8-yard line. It will be 1st and 10. Maybe too long of a field here with 15 seconds left to go. But you never know. We have seen big plays in this right now. The overrated SEC, says Brandon Wood. The overrated SEC. Let's go Dogs, says John Bruce. Brandon Wood saying I-O. Todd Tier saying I'm Batman. What's going on, Todd? Kevin saying agreed. 1st and 10. Looks like we're at the 9-yard line with 15 seconds left to go. Alabama on offense now. Bulldogs on defense. Waiting for the snap right now. Ty Simpson sends a man in motion. The motion man is Ryan Williams. Simpson in his own end zone is blown up on the pass. Takes a huge shot to the hip right there. There's a flag on the play. That'll be roughing the passer if I had to guess. It would bring up a 2nd down and 2. There is a flag, but I do think this is going to be roughing. I do think it's going to be roughing. 2 fouls. Wow. 2 fouls, 1 on each team. Personal foul, hands to the face on the offense. Personal foul, roughing the passer on the defense. These 2 penalties will offset. Replay, 1st down and 10. Oh, that was an ugly hit right there, bro. That was an ugly hit right there, man. That was pretty bad. I don't know what the Bulldogs were doing. That seemed like an egregious shot, honestly, by Chris Cole. They're going to just go ahead and take the knee here at this point, guys. No need to get the players injured. This will take us into halftime. So let's go into our trivia quiz. We'll reset all of this We're going to put a few more minutes on the clock here since halftime takes a little bit longer than usual, but that's okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for halftime. Let's do our trivia quiz. All right, guys, I've got 10 questions for you. Georgia and Alabama fans, I hope you guys are ready for this. This should be a really fun trivia quiz. Let's see how you guys do. No penalties for wrong answers. Let's start with question number 1, guys. All right, what city do the Georgia Bulldogs play their home games in? Is it A, Athens? Is it B, Atlanta? Or is it C, Savannah? What city do the Georgia Bulldogs play home games in? A, B, or C? You guys checking in right now. One person checked in with Atlanta. One person checked in with Athens. A lot of Athens checking into the house right now. Well, the answer to question number 1 is Athens, Georgia, guys. That is where the campus is located. That is where the stadium is located. This is where Athens, Georgia is located on the map. There you go. There you have it. If you don't know, now you know, and you won't forget. Time to move on to our other very simple question here. Question number 2, guys. What city does the Alabama Crimson Tide play football in? Is it A, Mobile, Alabama? Is it B, Huntsville? Or is it C, Tuscaloosa? Which of these cities does Alabama play in? A, B, or C? A, B, or C? Again, no penalties for wrong answers. Just for funsies here, guys. We're doing this just for funsies, and then we're going to step it up and ask a little more difficult questions now. The answer to number 2 is Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Tuscaloosa, Alabama at Bryant-Denny Stadium on the University of Alabama campus. That is where they play. Pretty huge facility, too. Massive facility. All right, guys, let's move on to question number 3. Who holds the Georgia Bulldogs single-season receiving touchdowns record? Is it A.J. Green, Brock Bowers, or Terrence Edwards? Who holds the Bulldogs single-season receiving touchdown record? A, B, or C? What do you think the answer is? Here we go, guys. What do you think the answer is? Receiving touchdowns. All right, guys, the answer is Brock Bowers. That is new, obviously. 13 receiving touchdowns for him. 13 receiving touchdowns for him. Terrence Edwards actually in second place with 12, so there you go. Okay, question number 4. Who holds the Crimson Tide record for the most rushing yards in a single season? Who holds the Alabama Crimson Tide record for the most rushing yards in a single season? Is it Najee Harris, Mark Ingram, or King Henry? A, B, or C? A, B, or C, guys. Who holds the Crimson Tide record for the most rushing yards in a single season? The answer is Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry once rushed for 2,219 yards back in 2015, and he actually won the Heisman that year, 15 games played. So, yeah, big job and good job by King Henry. There's a reason he's King Henry. All right, guys. When was the last time the Georgia Bulldogs won the national championship? Was it 2022, 2021, or 2020? When was the last time the Georgia Bulldogs won the national championship? A, B, or C? A, B, or C? A, B, or C? The Georgia Bulldogs last won the national championship in 2022. It was January of 2022, guys, that won them the national championship. So, what do you think? I guess not much to think, but that is the correct answer. All right, guys, let's move on to question number 6. Who holds the Crimson Tide record for the most career passing yards? For the most career passing touchdowns? Who holds the Alabama Crimson Tide record for the most career passing touchdowns? Tua Tagovailoa, Bryce Young, or Jalen Hurts? A, B, or C? Career passing touchdowns, not single season, Career. Again, not single season. Career. The answer is Tua. Tua Tagovailoa, 80 passing touchdowns from 2021 to 2023. Passing, honestly, he had 72. What am I looking at right now? Anyways, that's the answer. Jalen Hurts with 51. Mac Jones actually with 36. So that answers that. Let's move on to question number 7. Question number 7, guys. Which legendary running back won the Heisman Trophy for Georgia back in 1982? Was it A, Herschel Walker? Was it B, Barry Sanders? Or was it C, Marcus Allen? Which legendary running back won the Heisman in 1982? Some of you guys around for that. Some of you guys not around for that. I'm a 90s baby, so that was before my time. But the answer remains the same, guys. The answer is Herschel Walker. In 1982, he won that playing with the Georgia Bulldogs. There he is with that trophy. Okay, I got a few more questions for y'all. Again, we're just here to have some fun. I'm just here so I don't get fined. Here's question number 8. Who holds the Crimson Tide record for the most receiving yards? Is it A, Julio Jones? Is it B, Devontae Smith? Or is it C, Amari Cooper? Who holds the Crimson Tide record for the most career receiving yards? A, B, or C? Now, this is, again, career, not a single game, guys, and not a single season. The answer to this one is Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith, 3,965 receiving yards from 2017 to 2020. Amari Cooper with 3,463, so almost 500, actually more than 500 yards over Amari Cooper. Okay, guys. Which of these Food Network legends attended the University of Georgia? Is it A, Bobby Flay? Is it B, Guy Fieri? Or is it C, Alton Brown? Nothing to do with football, more to do with the actual University of Georgia. A, B, or C, which of these guys attended and graduated from the University of Georgia? Bobby Flay, Guy Fieri, or Alton Brown? I'll tell you, he is actually my favorite. I love Alton Brown. If you've never watched Cutthroat Kitchen, this man knows how to wear a tie. I gotta figure out what's going on with his tie collection. Alton Brown, he was the creator of the show Good Eats on Food Network, and you can catch him right now still making episodes of Cutthroat Kitchen. All right, guys, final question here. Question number 10. Which SEC rival does Alabama face every year in the Iron Bowl? Is it A, the Florida Gators? Is it B, the LSU Tigers? Or is it C, the Auburn Tigers? Which of these teams does Alabama face every year in the Iron Bowl? You guys, Bama fans should know this. Bama fans actually came in really hot on that one. They do play the Auburn Tigers every year in the Iron Bowl, and it's always a sight to behold right there. But this time, right now, in this game, Alabama's not worried about Auburn. They're worried about Georgia. Bama's got some work to do. All right, guys, how did y'all do on that trivia quiz? I hope you did well. 7 out of 10, said Robert. Nice, Robert. Well done. Cool as a fan said, I did terribly. 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10. Did anybody get 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10? All right, guys, if you got over 7 out of 10, I will tell you right now, that quiz was pretty difficult. That quiz was pretty difficult. But every Wednesday on the Sway app, also, there's a link in the description down below, guys. You can see the scrolling text down here. Every week for trivia, for Wednesdays moving forward, there is a $500 prize pool on the Sway app. I am the host on the Sway app. If you guys want a chance to win up to $500, guys, you can download the Sway app in the Google Play Store or in the Apple Store now, or you can use my link in the description down below to get the Sway app, and you can play with us on Wednesdays. We do it 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We do it both in Europe and here in the United States, and it's free to play. New players who sign up will get 100 tokens to play, and if you guys like trivia and you guys want a chance at the prize pool, be sure to come back and download Sway. Again, Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will be your host every Wednesday for the foreseeable future. We are looking to at least double the amount of participation we had last week, guys. Would love to see y'all in there. You know, I can tell you what the questions were from last time. Here are some of the questions. I'm literally going to plug them into the chat here for you guys because they were so easy, guys. They were so easy. Okay, let's pull these up. They were so easy, it was honestly kind of scary that we didn't have more people win. We had everybody who won last time out of the $500 prize pool, everyone took home $33.33. So this week also going to be an easy one once again. I mean, I showed a picture of Tom Brady and said, who is this person? And like 10 people got it wrong. That's the level of easy that we do on those. Down to only 2 possible correct, says James Joseph. Well, anyways, fun quiz, but that needs to be harder for college. Not a fan of either team, and I knew most of them, says Zayterion. Zayterion, thanks for letting us know. Yeah, Banger Wave. People actually got that one wrong. But I asked questions around the NFL like, what division do the Seattle Seahawks play in? I asked a question like, how many points? They're so simple, guys. And yet, so many people, because it's on a timer, feel the pressure and they can't get them right. So if you guys want a chance at it, again, sway. I know I'm annoying. Probably annoying a good handful of you guys trying to run this promo right now, but we need more attendance moving forward on here. And last week was a lot of fun. It was so fun. We'll do it again this week and the week after that and the week after that. So appreciate y'all's support, guys. Let's get back to the action. Let's actually break down some fantasy stats for those of you guys, or some numbers here across the NFL or across this college football game. Okay, across college football, across these 2 games in the first half of this contest, we'll break down some numbers. Alabama Crimson Tide. Alabama Crimson Tide. We'll actually start with Georgia. We'll start with the away team. All right, guys. In this game so far, Gunner Stockton has completed 12 of 17 passes for just 80 passing yards. He does, however, have 2 passing touchdowns here today. Stockton also leading the team in rushing yards, in case you did not know. 7 rushing attempts, good for 32 rushing yards. No rushing touchdowns for him. The Bulldogs are up 14-0 in this game against the Alabama Crimson Tide. The next best running back today is not going to be Bowens. Your next best running back today, instead of being number 33, it's not going to be Chauncey Bowens. Today, your top running back for the Bulldogs, outside of Stockton, is Frazier. So Nate Frazier today, 7 rushing attempts, good for 25 rushing yards. His longest play of the day went for 14. Top pass catchers today for this Georgia Bulldogs. Did I say Colorado Bulldogs? That's totally a drink, and it's just a White Russian with Coke in it. It's not the Colorado. I'm pretty sure I said Colorado Bulldogs, which, why? Maybe I think I need a drink. I don't know. Georgia Bulldogs. The Georgia Bulldogs top pass catcher today is going to be Dylan Bell. Dylan Bell today, 4 targets, 3 receptions, good for 32 yards. Zachariah Branch, going to have 3 targets, 2 receptions, good for 27 yards. And it looks like Jones has 13 receiving yards. Nothing really here for Thomas today. That makes up the offense for the Georgia Bulldogs. Here is the offense for the Crimson Tide. Today, 5 of 12. Terrible numbers for Ty Simpson against this Bulldogs defense. 5 of 12 for just 53 passing yards and an interception. No touchdowns today for Ty Simpson. Bad day. We'll have Daniel Hill as the number 1 running back in this contest. Guys, your number 1 running back has 9 rushing yards. Total rushing yards today, get this, guys. Alabama Crimson Tide in the first half of this game has a total of 18 rushing yards in the first half. That is it. This team doesn't even have 100 total yards heading into this second half. So Alabama really needs to figure it out. They are not producing anything offensively, and this is a huge, huge game. Top pass catchers today, starting out here at number 2, Ryan Williams. 2 targets, 2 receptions, good for 33 yards. Isaiah Horton on the far side over there. You'll see him with 3 targets, 1 reception, good for 12. And actually Hill has 1 target, 3 targets, 1 reception, good for 4 yards. Nothing today for Bernard. He also has 4 yards. Bad look. I guess it's not nothing. He does have 4 yards, but might as well be nothing today for Alabama. Clock continues ticking. Looks like we've got about 4.5 minutes left to go until halftime is over. So 4.5 left to go. Before this half is over, we've got a second game coming up for you guys as well today. We're about to hit 6-9. Giggity, giggity, giggity goo. We finally got to 69,000, and I can't help but smile because that number is just too funny not to smile. Shout out to you guys. Thank y'all so much. Again, I said we like to act professional-ish, but we like to have fun at work. Giggity, giggity, giggity goo. Let's see if we can't get to 70 next. Thank you guys for helping us get to 6-9. I love it. I love it. I love it. 69,000. His power's over 9,000. Anyways, 350 left to go. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Space Explorer. Thank you, Sparky. Cool as a fan. Love it. Thank you, Robert Zamora. Roll Tide. Roll, baby, says Santana Williams. What's up, Santana Williams? We are still currently in the middle of halftime. They might even be doing a halftime game here with 3.5 minutes left to go. Thank you, Tommy. Because you earned it, says Jack. Thank you, Jack. Well, it's still not over, says Insane Scorpio. That is correct, Insane Scorpio. It is still not over. I was number 69,000, says Universe. No. Thanks, Universe. Rock and roll, bro. Fist bumps to you. That can't be right. They're saying still 21 minutes left to go in this halftime break. There cannot still be 21 minutes left to go in this halftime break. That is redonkulous if they've got 21 minutes left to go. I'm watching it count down right now. I mean, doesn't ABC know that there's another game on immediately after this? Maybe they do and they just don't care. Maybe they do and they just don't care, but I'm looking at my TV screen right now, and the clock is counting down from 21. I don't know if I can stall for 21 minutes. Someone fell in the toilet, says so funny, maybe. Okay, guys, well, let's call it. Right now, it's only been a 36-minute break. Totally fair, says Modi. 36-minute break. That's ridiculous. 36 minutes. Okay, they're making passes from 5 yards out right now, guys. Looks like 1, 2. One goes in, one comes out. They're throwing these footballs in, trying to fill this Dr. Pepper bottle. Both of them wearing 23 jerseys. A man on the left, a woman on the right. And the score is 8-3, 9-3, 10-3, 10-4, 10-5. They're adding them up right now. The guy on the left-hand side, 13 points. The woman on the other side with just 6. The time will stop. The score is 14-6. Jesse will beat Creed on the Dr. Pepper tuition giveaway. We can still find something here. They were doing a tuition giveaway right here. Looks like $100,000 in tuition going to Jesse. His name is on here, the SEC game. I don't know how he got there, but Western Governors University wins $100,000 right there. So this man wins $100K. All right, guys. Dr. Pepper content, question mark? Jesse, congrats, $100K. Good job, Jesse. Good job, Jesse. Now, my clock still says 19 minutes left to go, which feels like way too long left to go, but that might actually be how much time is left. All right, guys. Well, we've got plenty we can talk about. I do still have plenty we can talk about. We will talk about the NFL. Why don't we do that? Since we're here, how many of you guys have done your picks? How many of you guys have done your picks? I think that might have been pre-recorded. No? Maybe. I see the marching band out on the field. They're in a, looks like a hat, cowboy hat formation. I don't know, bro. We're just waiting. I downloaded Sway, says Cool as a Fan. Let's go, bro. Country Kiss is saying, Mario, you could be a game show host. Yeah. Yeah, we're I don't know what direction we're going in right now on this channel, but game show hosting seems to be in my pocket here. I did my picks, as cool as a fan, rock and roll. We can talk scenarios here. If Alabama loses badly, do they miss the playoffs? Modi, I wish I had the knowledge to share with you. I don't have the clear picture right now for the college football playoffs. I do have a very clear picture right now of the NFL postseason. So why don't we do this? While we are in this commercial break, let's ask you guys who your NFL team is. Who is your NFL team? Who is your NFL team? Let's find out. Let's find out who you guys are going for right now. Silent asking, my favorite team. My favorite team lost this week. I am a Dallas Cowboys fan, so my Dallas Cowboys lost to the Detroit Lions on Thursday Night Football. Robert Zamora, I see you. Brian checking in right now. Brian Nicole, you are my arch enemy, my friend. My enemy and my friend in the same sentence. How awkward was that? Arch enemy and Brian right here saying he's an Eagles fan. Eagles, Chargers, Monday Night Football. I will be covering that game. Raiders guy checking in right now saying he's a Raiders fan. Raiders guy, you've got a matchup against the Denver Broncos. Someone said they were embarrassed to say that they are a Falcons fan. Well, the Falcons are having a tough season this season, and it's going to get tougher against these Seattle Seahawks. I'll take the Seattle Seahawks to beat the Falcons this week. Sorry, guys. Let's see. I've got Go Pack Go from Donk. Looks like Don K. Son, or Don K. I think you know who you are out there. Green Bay Packers. Got a game against the Bears. I will be covering that game as well, guys. The games that are highlighted in green, I will be doing. The other games, well, there's just not enough of me, so I won't be able to cover all of them. Shout out to Miss MC Fisher. MC Fisher for the Saints got a game against the Buccaneers. We'll see how the Buccaneers do. They seem to be sputtering a little bit right now. Kathy Moran. Kathy, just so you know, in our official pick'ems for this week, I actually took the Jacksonville Jaguars to beat the Indianapolis Colts this week. I like the Colts, but they have been really struggling, and I like the way and the recent form that the Jaguars have been in. If they win that game, they stay at the top of their division. Who else out here, guys? I see the Pittsburgh Steelers in the house from Silent Flow. Go Steelers. Silent Flow. Steelers, Ravens. Ravens will be hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. Should be a really good matchup there. Both teams fighting for a playoff spot. The New England Patriots checking into the chat. Patriots on a bye week this week. That's hurting me for fantasy football right now. But Patriots on a bye week. 49ers, Giants, and Panthers also on a bye week right now. Uncle Bob's Carnivore saying the Ohio State will be up after this game, my friend. JSN for MVP, says Randall. JSN for MVP, says Randall Stubbs. That's true. I keep my Cowboys beanie in my tote in a storage unit. I think I broke my Cowboys coffee mug purchased in Corpus Christi, Cowboys country, when I visited the Houston Super Bowl year, ATL versus New England. Ooh, a heck of a Super Bowl there for the Patriots too, huh? Okay, guys, here is the playoff picture right now for the NFL in case you don't know what the NFL playoff picture looks like. This is very simple, guys. The New England Patriots and the Chicago Bears are at the top of the table. There is a lot more separation right now between the top of the table in the AFC and the bottom of the table in the AFC versus the top of the table in the NFC where the Bears are 9-3 and the bottom of the table where the San Francisco 49ers are 9-4. Did I miss a game? Oh, 49ers are on bye week this week, so they'll maybe be 10-3 by the end of this. Bears versus Packers, a huge matchup this week. We've got the Ravens at the top of the division versus the Pittsburgh Steelers right now. Another huge game. We've got the Texans versus Chiefs. Another huge game. A lot of big games this week on Football Nation. Ladies and gentlemen, looks like halftime is just about over. I do see players taking the field right now. So without any further stalling for time, we might have to do more stalling for time. Might take another minute or two for these players to get situated right now. College football likes to take its time right now. By the way, this is not a typo. Alabama does have 0 points in this one right now as we start the second half. Alabama does have the football. They will get the football here to start the second half. Let's see how they do. Now, is 14 points enough to beat Alabama? Well, one thing's for sure, we're about to find out. The Georgia Bulldogs are indeed lined up to kick this off and send this over to the Crimson Tide. Georgia, Georgia, Georgia. Here's the kickoff. The kickoff goes back, 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 and we do not get a kickoff return. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Alabama will start this drive on their own 25. You'll watch the drive chart down below as it updates itself. Drive chart going to go ahead and update itself right now. What's going on? Kendra Bailey in the house saying hello, Orlando Magic. We'll see if the Orlando Magic makes the postseason again. I like Paolo Banchero, man. I do like Banchero. And Wagner out there as well. Okay, guys, 1st and 10. Ty Simpson under center here. Bulldogs defense on the field. Single back formation for Alabama at the 25-yard line to start the second half. Here's the opening snap. A little play action. Going to wind up and throw. Catch is made at the line of scrimmage. It's a 1-yard pickup. 2nd down and 9. Catch made by Latsier Brooks. Brooks picks up 1 yard. The clock is hot. 2nd down and 9. Not much doing there. Not much on the pickup here. Let's refresh the screen, see if it gives me my possession needle. There it is. That's better. So now you can see what direction Alabama's heading in. We got Bama. We got UGA. Let's do this thing. 26-yard line. Shotgun formation. Waiting for the snap once again. Ty Simpson sends a man in motion. It's the big tight end, Caleb Edwards, who goes to the left-hand side. Dropping back, surveying, out of time, in trouble, running for his life right now. Going to wind up and throw on the move. Incomplete pass will stop the clock. 3rd down coming up now. 3rd down and 9. Boy, oh boy, was he in trouble there. Ty Simpson did not stand a chance against that 6-man blitz. He was in some serious trouble, getting chased all over the field this time by Xavier McLeod. Xavier McLeod, I think is how it's said. But a shotgun formation, 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. 3rd down and 9. Alabama might have to punt again. More pressure comes in, and he is bagged right there. Let's go. Wow, huge stop this time. It was Ja'Cory Thomas in on the sack. 4th down and forever. Going to lose about 10 yards on that bag. Down goes Simpson. Sack Ja'Cory Thomas. That's a huge time to get a big play right there. Back-to-back blitzes dialed up by the Georgia Bulldogs defense. No chance on that play. Here comes the punt team. 4th down and 18 at the Alabama 17. Alabama will punt this away. There's the boot. Georgia doing whatever they want offensively, defensively, out to the 45, the 50, across midfield, the 45, the 40, down he goes. Good kickoff return this time. Looks like Isaiah Horton, looks like the kickoff return from Zachariah Branch. Going to be a good one there for the Georgia Bulldogs. So 13-19 left to go. I wonder if they're going to go back to a commercial break or just keep this thing rolling here. Take a look at the stats on the right-hand side, guys. If y'all have questions or want me to scroll up or down, just let me know in the chat. Adonis saying 7 more. Vamos a ver, Adonis. Let's see what happens. Uh-oh. Looks like someone hobbling off the field right now for the Alabama Crimson Tide. That could be Justin Jefferson. I think that is Mr. Justin Jefferson, the middle linebacker here. The middle linebacker here going down for Alabama. That is not good. That is your starting linebacker there, by the way. That means tough work ahead. 168 total yards in this game, guys. So far for Georgia. Let's see if Bama can stop the bleeding. A snap and a handoff. Good stuff right there on 1st down. They will stuff him. It's a 1-yard pickup from Nate Frazier. 2nd down and 9 at the Alabama 39. How about your boys on Thursday, Cody? Oh, man, don't remind me, Cody. That was brutal, dude. That was a brutal loss to watch. Cowboys lost to the Detroit Lions on Thursday Night Football. Tough pill to swallow, but hey, world keeps on spinning, my friend. The world keeps on spinning. So does this game. This game moves forward just like we do. Here's the snap from the 39-yard line. We are in Alabama territory. Georgia makes the grab. This time Frazier again will pick up about 4 yards on the play. Call it a pickup of 5. 3rd down and 4 coming up with 12:30-ish left to go. Hello, says Country Kisses. Hello, Country Kisses. Welcome in. 44-30, says Kendra Bailey. Yeah, that was brutal. That was brutal. Okay, 33-yard line. Shotgun formation for the Georgia Bulldogs. Clapping his hands, Gunner Stockton looks left, will wind up and throw. Catch is made on the left. That's going to be a 5-yard pickup on 3rd down and 3. Call it a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down and 4. That's good for a 1st down, Georgia Bulldogs. 1st down, Georgia, down at the Alabama 27. Georgia knocking on the door once again. Can Bama get a stop? Will Georgia score another touchdown? All the answers to these questions on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Just kidding. Drop back on 1st and 10. Looks to the right. Throws to the right. Catch is made inside the 15. Down inside the 10. Big catch here. Number 7 makes the grab. That is Lawson Lucky. And Lucky is lucky on the play. 1st and 10 becomes 1st and 10. Here we go. Good catch inside the 10-yard line, down at about the 7, call it the 9. Grab made by number 7. Okay, so Lawson Lucky makes the grab on the right-hand side. It's 1st and goal, ladies and gentlemen, at the 9-yard line for the Georgia Bulldogs. Bulldogs 1st and goal from the 9, shotgun formation here. A man standing to the left. Here's the snap and a wind-up and a throw. It's swatted down at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal coming up. Stops the clock with 10:53. 10:53. Stockton to Lucky. No score. No, says Barry. Spencer, feel free to reach out to me. Spencer Wildlife Sports. You can find me on my website, footballnationusa.com. If you send me any correspondence, I do get that email directly out there, Spencer Wildlife. Thank you so much for just leaving a comment. Here's a snap on 2nd and goal to the left-hand side. Gets to the 5, gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Nate Frazier, and the Bulldogs will score again. Georgia Bulldogs gonna put points on the board one more time. Alabama defense unable to contain the Bulldogs. And honestly, man, if I didn't have to worry about copyright, I would be dropping Baha Men Who Let the Dogs Out right now, because the Bulldogs are running all over Bama right now. Bulldogs running all over Bama on this one. Good drive down into the red zone. I didn't even play my red zone music. The kick goes up. The kick is good. And the score is now 21-0 Georgia. 21-0 Georgia. Alabama looking to bounce back. We'll see if this happens. Let's see. Alabama's defense, man, looks like they kind of gave up on that play, but I don't want to say that they gave up on that play. I'm watching Georgia's offensive line, and Georgia is doing one hell of a job blocking for anybody who carries the football. It doesn't matter if it's Josh McCray, if it's Nate Frazier, if it's Cash Jones or Chauncey Bowens. This Georgia Bulldogs offense continues to block for their team. What's going on out here? I see Fun James checking in. Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who? When the party was hot, the party was jumping. Hey, yippee-yi-yo. Thank you guys so much for all the super chats. Thank you guys so much for watching this live stream. Okay, so far a one-sided contest. Not much I can do about that, folks. All I can do is call this game to the best of my abilities. Right now, the Georgia Bulldogs are up 21-0 over the Alabama Crimson Tide, and I think Alabama fans who are watching are very disheartened right now. I don't want to say that they've given up faith in this team and their ability to win, but I think bleak would be a good word to describe the future of this game here for Alabama. Alabama fans, is Bama cooked? Is Bama cooked? Will Alabama score a single touchdown in this game, or are the Bulldogs just too much for Alabama in this one. So funny saying, wake up, Bama. Hoosiers beat Buckeyes next, says RJ5 Solutions. Oh, bro, we will see. Banger Wave saying that they are done. Reggio saying, Mariota, you're the best. Marcus Mariota and the Oregon Ducks, huh? Bama is more cooked. They are booty juice, says P Love. They are booty. Let's see. What was your website again, says Spencer? footballnationusa.com. You can find it in the link in the description down below, guys. But if you want to check out my website, here's a link in the chat. This is my website. Is it perfect? No, dude, it's not perfect. But I did make it myself. Blood, sweat, and tears, and we're still working on it on the back end as well. So I plugged it into the chat, Spencer, if you want to reach out to me. Or, honestly, you can literally just email me directly at Mario. It's Mario at footballnationusa.com, or you can message info@footballnationusa.com, and you should be able to ping me that way. Okay, P-Love saying, horrible, horrible, horrible team, says P-Love. Let's go, Bama, do something. Ark and Saw saying, cooked like Campbell soup. Cooked like Campbell soup. Single says, ABC is so lame. Okay. All right, man. So, when we get back from the commercial break we are currently in, the Georgia Bulldogs will be kicking off to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alabama about to get the football here. A touchdown is at the utmost highest priority right now. A touchdown is at the highest level of priority here for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Okay. Thank you, guys. Welcome to all the newbies in here. Haven't had a chance to do a shout-out for all the newbies, but we'll do that in between quarters for the third and the fourth. Here's the kickoff. Here is the return. Out to the 10, out to, looks like the 13-yard line. A helmet gets ripped off right here. Someone's helmet comes flying off. Camera pans over to the helmet. First and 10 coming up for Bama. 10:41 left to go in the third quarter. No tide, low tide. Reading y'all's comments, man. Y'all cracked me up. Okay, guys. Okay. By the way, again, we are still running that promo for Dollar Shave Club, guys. If you're interested in getting 25% off your stocking stuffers, you've got the link in the description down below. First and 10 with 10:41 here left to go. Pistol formation. Motion on the field in the pistol here, waiting for the snap. Alabama with the football. Motion once again from Isaiah Horton to the top of the screen from the 13-yard line. It's a handoff to the right-hand side. To the left-hand side. This carry goes to A.K. Deer, and Deer will pick up about 5 yards. Moving the football here. Looks like out to the Alabama 18. From the 13-yard line to the 18, it's a second down and 5. Alabama with the football. Let's start this clock once again. We'll punch that right back in. Okay. 18-yard line. Shotgun formation. Looks like 3 receivers left, one by himself at the top of the screen. A shift of formation now. Ty Simpson changing the play, maybe reversing this play. Trips to the top of the screen here. The snap, little play action. He'll go to the weak side and gives himself up. You slide and give yourself up. He got terrified of Johnson coming in. Johnson running down, and I almost said something that I was about to regret. Johnson makes him slide and gives himself up. That'll go down as a sack for Johnson and a loss for 5 yards here. It does bring up a third down and 10. Terrible, terrible play. Ty Simpson playing scared right now with a championship on the line. They're showing blitz on the defensive side of the Georgia Bulldogs. Third down and 10 from the 13-yard line. Ty Simpson, blitz coming in for sure. Oh, and he takes a huge hit at the end of that. Flags coming in before the snap. Let's find out what the whistles are. So the flags came in. False start. Offense. Alabama not happy about it. This will bring up, instead of third down and 10, third down and 15 after the false start. So, ladies and gentlemen, on third down and 10 from the Bama 13, false start. Offense. It's a 5-yard penalty. Replay. Third down. This puts them all the way back to the Bama 8. Alabama on the left hash. Looks like a 4-man rush going to come in. It's actually a 3-man rush. Dropping back with plenty of time. Looking right, throwing right. Catch made out past the 10, out to about the 20. This time the receiver is going to be Marshall Pritchett. And Pritchett will pick up not enough for a first down. It brings up a 4th down and 3. So 12-yard gain, 4th down and 3 coming up after the grab by Pritchett. 8:36 here left to go for Alabama, and they will have to punt again. Alabama has not scored any points in this game. Another punt for Alabama. At least Georgia can keep this on the ground and make this a quick game. At this point, at least Georgia can keep the football on the ground and make this a quick game. Here's the punt. No return. Signaled a fair catch at about the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up for the Bulldogs. 1st and 10 coming up for the Georgia Bulldogs with 8:12 here left to go. All right, guys, go for it, says Charlie Turner. Alabama is done. Northern D.C. saying this is embarrassing. Jaron saying this is a possible shutout. I think it might be a shutout, dude. The way this game is going, Alabama is playing with zero sense of urgency. Like, watching this, bro, Alabama just doesn't look like they care anymore. It almost feels like they've given up already. But the game's not over. We've still got plenty of time here left to go. Amazing from the dog, says Falcon Muse. What up, Falcons? Falcons Muse in the house. What's the best way to connect with you, sir? Email or site? If you ping me on the website, it goes to my email. So either way, Spencer, I'll see it if you message me. If you send it to me on the website, it'll actually ping my phone, and it'll pop up right here saying, hey, Spencer filled out your email form. This is what he had to say. But either way, man, if you want to reach out to me, fair warning, dude, I am super, super busy. Like, a lot of the time. I've had a few people try to reach out to me, and until, like, football season is over, it's going to be difficult for me to, you know, try to coordinate. But I promise you that once football season is over, we'll have more time to coordinate and maybe really put something together. So, let's see. Alabama used to be cracked, though, says Carson Marine. What up, Carson Marine? We got Free Durden in the house saying, go Dogs. What up, Free Durden? True. Game not over yet, but still it's still fun to trash talk, says RJ5 Solutions. It is. Big play Bama saying Elf. Well, we'll see what happens. The Bulldogs now have the football. Alabama just punted. Okay, guys, I'm rambling. We are in the middle of a commercial break. The Alabama Crimson Tide just punted the football away to Georgia. When we get back from the commercial break, the Georgia Bulldogs will have a 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Go Dogs, says Joshua. All right, man. So plenty of action left to go in this game. The best thing they can do is score something. Just not a goose egg. A big, big goose egg, says Corey J. Dawson. Need another quarterback, says Art Ross. What up, Art Ross? This game has been over since before halftime, says Renee Baker. Timothy saying Indiana is going to find out what a real defense looks like. Yeah, Indiana's going to have their work cut out for them, man. For sure, for sure. Looks like a $10 super chat from Wittenberg saying, who's that coming down the track? It's a mean machine in red and black, says Wittenberg. What's going on, Wittenberg? Thanks for the super chat, my friend. Thanks for the super chat. Okay, Georgia and Bama going at it once again, guys. This time it seems to be Georgia all day. Georgia all the way. Georgia Bulldogs with the football, 1st and 10 with 8:12 here left to go in the third quarter. Stockton under center now. Bulldogs, single back formation, 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom, 35-yard line. Motion on the field. This time the motion man is Zachariah Branch. It'll be a handoff to the left-hand side, and it looks like losing a yard on the play. Dylan Bell will go backwards, and it brings up a 2nd down and 11. Good stop there from Alabama. Now, Alabama has had some success in today's game. Defensively, they forced Georgia to punt the football at least 3 times in this contest. The problem is that the offense just has not shown up for Alabama. Georgia on offense at the 34-yard line. Here's the snap on 2nd down and 11. Looking right, looking left, stepping through the pocket. On the run, he will get all the way to the 43-yard line. They'll call this a scramble and a pickup of looks like maybe 8 on 2nd down and 11. A pickup of 8 means 3rd down and 2. Is what it says on my TV screen. Would be 3rd down and 3, but 3rd down and 2, football to the UGA 43-yard line. Georgia on their own 43. It's 3rd down and short. 7 minutes on the clock here. Motion on the field, waiting for the snap. We've got a lot of guys getting thrown across the line here. The blitz coming in. It's a late blitz dialed up. They should have committed to the blitz sooner. The blitz comes in just a little bit too late, and that buys enough time for London Humphreys to get upfield. Big catch made right here on 2nd down. On 3rd down and 2, Humphreys gets out to the 45. 1st down. So 3rd down and 2. Uh-oh, there's a flag on the play. Stops the clock with 6:50. Let's find out what this flag is. Hands to the face, number 83 against the Georgia Bulldogs. This would be hands to the face. Did they pick up the flag? They are gonna do it. It's not it's illegal use of hands, guys. Illegal use of hands against Georgia, not a 1st down. That penalty will bring all of this back. Replay 3rd down. It's 3rd down and 17. Lucky break there for Alabama. This will back up the Bulldogs to their own 28-yard line. Everything negated on this one. 3rd down and 17. A windup and a throw. Catch will be made upfield by Dylan Bell. 4th down and 4-ish coming up right now after a 13-yard grab. 4th down and 4, and it looks like out to the UGA 41. They will have to punt shy of midfield. So another stop right there by the Alabama defense. Alabama going to get the football back. Can Alabama find a way to score? They are empty. Coming up dry, bro. Coming up dry right now. So nothing here. A long snap from the 40-yard line. There's the boot, and this one goes back. All right, guys, the punt. Big punt. Takes a bounce and goes into the end zone. It will be a touchback. Stops the clock with 5:40. Alabama is killing me right now, bro. I'm not rooting for either of these two teams right now. I think I'm a Longhorns fan, guys. I think I'm a Longhorns fan, which is crazy. Because, honestly, when I started covering college football, I didn't really care. But then we watched them play ASU, which was a huge game last season. But I think I'm a Longhorns fan. So I don't really care who wins this game. Next game, this is boring, says Art Ross. Art, I'm doing my best, bro. I'm doing my best. Outside, short of doing those TikTok dances or flexing my pecs or something dumb like that, bro, I am doing my best to call this game. You are right, though. This is a one-sided game, and it does not feel like we are getting anything out of here. We're missing half the equation, and that is the Alabama offense. Really, we're seeing all Georgia offense, all Georgia defense, a little bit of Alabama defense, but no offense coming from the Crimson Tide. We just saw a punt. The punt goes into the end zone. We got a touchback. We are in the middle of a commercial break. When we get back, it's 1st and 10 for Alabama, and Bama will have the football on their own 20-yard line. Okay, dogs on top, says Lenore Folk. Let's see. Hell yeah. The Horns beat 3 top 10. Should be enough, says Mr. Izzy Dizzy. I love it. Todd Tier. Let's go. Ole Miss would have given a better game. Yeah, for sure. Flex bro, says one Joel Ray. Bama getting rolled up this time. Give up coaching, get a real job, says Art Ross. Give up coaching, get a real job. That's so funny. Mr. Dave saying, I love this. Thanks, Mr. Dave. Thanks for checking in, buddy. Appreciate you. Quick shout out, guys. Have not done this today. Shout out to all of our channel members out here. The VIP channel members, you'll see their names out there, guys. A lot of them have wrenches. If you see these names, if you see somebody with an interesting logo next to their name, just know that they have supported this channel in so many ways. There are still names that I need to add to this list behind me, but shout out to the VIP channel members who donate on a monthly basis to this channel, and shout out to the touchdown channel members here as well. Brandy, Chi-Town, Courtney and Denise, Felipe, Gary, JT, John Hines, Loodle Miss, Lou, Lorinda, Robert, T-Fishes, and Val. Thank you so very much for all of your continued support week in and week out. A lot of these guys have been at this level for over a year now, almost 2 years now for some of you like Robert Zamora. And shout out to all the touchdown level members here as well. Not just these guys out here, but those of you who have been first down channel members for at least 90 days, your name is on this list as well. Thank you to all of the channel members. You know who you are. And if you guys want to thank anybody for bringing you this content today, guys, please don't thank me. Please thank these channel members who make this channel possible. Without this continued financial support, I'd be working my day job and I wouldn't be covering these games for you guys. So thank you. Okay, 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line on the right hash, shotgun formation. Alabama with the football. This is basically a do-or-die drive right now. A snap, a drop back, looking left, going to wind up and throw. Catch will not be made. Does that hit the floor? They will say it's a grab. Looks like the catch is made by Daniel Hill. This does bring up a 2nd down. We'll start the clock once again. 2nd down and 6 after a 4-yard pickup. 2nd down and 6 after a 4-yard pickup. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers left, 1 at the right-hand side. Jeremy Bernard at the bottom of the screen. Here's the snap. It's going to be a handoff to the running back again, and Daniel Hill will pick up another 3 yards. Call it a 2-yard gain. 3rd down and 4 coming up with 5:02 on the board. Football out to the Alabama 26, and Alabama not moving the football effectively today. They are definitely not moving the football effectively. 3rd down and medium coming up right now. Not where you want to be, down by 21 points at your own 26-yard line. Waiting for the snap right now. Looks like a wing formation here. Ooh, they're showing blitz on the Georgia side. Everybody pointing out who the blitzing guys are right here. So they're sniffing this out. The blitz does come in. The throw and the catch is there. Breaks a tackle. Stays on his feet. Stays in bounds. I think he gets it. No, they're going to say he stepped out 2 yards past the line of scrimmage, going out of bounds. 4th down and 2, and Alabama going to have to punt again. Gonna have to punt again at the 28-yard line. Redonkulous, bro. You got to. Couldn't keep your feet in bounds. Ooh, that is really close. I don't even think he got his whole heel down. I think he got one tooth out of those cleats onto that sideline, and the official, like a hawk, saw him step on it. 4th down and 2, they will punt. Georgia gets another chance. That takes a bounce at the 35-yard line. It's 1st and 10 for Georgia. Okay. 1st and 10 for Georgia. Buddy Hunt, thanks for checking in, saying go Bama. Please no spam in the chat. We see you out there, Buddy Hunt. Thanks for checking in, but let's try to keep the chat spam free, sir. Okay. So 1st and 10. Thank you very much, Stephen Jackson. Oh, I'm not even paying attention to them. 3 minutes and 48 seconds left to go. 3:48 left to go, 1st and 10. We've got a single back formation at the 35-yard line. Here's the snap. There's the handoff. To the left they go. Cuts back, gets inside. Gonna dive for it right here from the 30. Number 3 gets this one out to about the 45-yard line. They're going to mark it just short of a 1st down right here. But this time, Nate Frazier does pick it up. 2nd down and 1 coming up right now. 2nd down and 1 coming up right now. Ooh, are they going to call this a 1st down? No, it's a 2nd down. 2nd down and 1 with 3:24 left to go. We'll add a little bit of time back on the clock. This is the SEC championship game. Single back formation, 45-yard line. Two receivers at the top of the screen. Call it 3 at the top. Here's the snap and a handoff. Going to cut back to the weak side. The counter play this time. Frazier on 2nd down and 1 will pick up about 3 yards. That's good for a Georgia first down for the Bulldogs. Who let the dogs out? Oh, Georgia. Georgia. 1st and 10. Let's refresh this page. Looks like CBS may have stalled out a little bit right now. CBS may have stalled out a little bit here. Let's get a fresh drive chart for you guys. 1st and 10. Here's the snap, and a whistle going to come in immediately on 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. Flag comes in, stops the clock. They will call this a false start against the Bulldogs. False start. Offense. This will be a 5-yard penalty. Replay. First down. From the 48 to the 43 we go. That backs up Georgia. It's 1st and 15. 1st and 15. Okay. This score is bad. Total rushing yards today for Georgia, 119. Alabama with 10. Here's a snap and a handoff on an end-around play. This will be out to the 48-yard line, so they get those 5 yards right back. Big 5-yard pickup right there. This should bring up a 2nd down and 10. Back to the original line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10. 1:56 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Alabama on defense trying to get the football back. In a good spot right now. Jason Chance, thanks for checking in, my friend. 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen, 1 at the top. Motion on the field once again. We've got motion from Dylan Bell. It's going to be a handoff to the running back, and this time the running back was Josh McCray. Great job by the Alabama defense. Alabama defense checking in here, and that is Hill who makes a huge play. So Justin Hill makes a huge play right there. Tackle for loss. 3rd down and 13 coming up. 3rd down and 13. Football at the 45-yard line. Shotgun formation waiting for the snap right now. The Georgia Bulldogs on 3rd down and extra long with 60 seconds left to go. A windup and a throw. Catch made by the running back out past the 50. It'll bring up a 4th down and maybe 5 coming up right now. Catch made by Cash Jones. 50 seconds left to go. It does bring up a 4th down. It is a 4th down and 5, and the football is officially at the Bama 47. But this is no man's land, and the Georgia Bulldogs will have to punt once again. Alabama going to get the football back. Terrible, terrible full-on team statistics. On the right-hand side, you can see the score. Every quarter so far, the Georgia Bulldogs have scored a touchdown. So far, Alabama has yet to score 1. They are approaching the 4th quarter. This seems like an uphill fight that Georgia is just – Alabama is not equipped to overcome. A punt, a fair catch, down at the 8-yard line. Call it the 9. 1st and 10, Alabama with 39 seconds left to go, with 10 seconds left to go. 4th quarter, right around the corner. Notre Dame is overrated. Notre Dame is cooked, says Big Mill. Santa for Christmas. I'd like no Bama in the playoffs, says Praticaster. What up, Praticaster? Zeno Beats says dang. 86 saying coach is fired. 1st and 10 with 10 seconds here left to go. Less than 100 total yards in this game. Less than 100 total yards in this game for Alabama. Shotgun formation from the 9-yard line. The blitz coming in quickly. Has to get rid of this one. Steps up. Will wind up and throw. Finally, a completion. Out to the 30-yard line they go. Catch made by Caleb Edwards, the tight end here for Alabama. And that will be the end of the 3rd quarter. We go to the 4th. First down for the Crimson Tide. Okay. Big catch out to the 30-yard line after that play. Too little, too late. They should have been doing that the whole time. 40-0, says Mariah Horton. It's going to be 40-0. Ain't nothing that Bama can do. This Bama team is not a top 10 team, says Shiny Samus Aran. What up, Shiny Samus? James Joseph saying cocky gets you in trouble. Julie saying, Roll Tide who? Says Julie C. Martinez. What up, Julie? Let's see. Please give the tie backstory. I gotta know. Fun James wondering why I wear the tie. Honestly, man, look. You go around the landscape on YouTube, bro. It's super simple, man. There's no real backstory to it. It's super simple, dude. How many channels have you gone to on YouTube and you find the channel out there and you're like, here's just another punk trying to make a quick dollar. Here's another punk thinking that he knows football. Just some guy who plays Madden from time to time and whatever. Looks, I know that they say looks don't matter and don't judge a book by its cover, but it's human nature. I'm trying to come at the world, right, with the standpoint of dress professionally, not necessarily dress for the job that you want, but just to have a little bit of more authority over some of those other YouTubers who are just out there wearing their jerseys, not even wearing pants, and just goofing off and trying to have a long story short, man, I dress professionally not because of any other reason outside of the fact that I respect the craft, I respect what I'm doing on this channel, and I respect you guys. I've literally put on deodorant and cologne. I wear my pants. I wear my shoes. I make sure I dress up for this because for me, this isn't just a quick buck. This is what I plan to do right now. Like, I've quit my day job. This is my full-time job. I do YouTube for a living, and I want the world to know. Anyways, I know I dress like a square, and honestly, I think we have 70,000 subscribers, 69,000 subscribers, not because of the tie, but in spite of the tie. I know a lot of people also don't relate to people who wear ties because no one else really wears that. But hey, over 9,000 watching, says Cody. Thank you for letting me know, Cody. Shout out to you. Also, how many of you guys, feel free to raise your hand in the chat. Thanks, Fun James. Appreciate that. Thanks for covering this game, says Blitman. Real story, like real fun facts for real. How many of you guys straight up stopped on this channel because you saw a guy in a tie? How many of you guys, for the first time, checked out this channel today? 9,000 of y'all watching. I'm willing to bet a good handful of you guys literally stopped on this channel because you're like, who is this goofball in a tie? I bet a lot of y'all. Shiny saying me. There you go. Space Explorer says me. So, yeah, that's just the way it goes. Earl Bogan, Brayon saying, I like the way you handle business. Let's go, Brayon. Let's go, my friend. Cheers to you, sir. But I think most people did. And so that's really it, man, right? Just trying to be more professional, just trying to prove in any little way that separates us from the competition out here. 1st and 10 as we come back from the commercial break. This is the opening play of the 4th quarter. A shotgun formation for the Alabama Crimson Tide. A wind up and a throw. It's a check down underneath on 1st and 10. Call it a 9-yard gain. 2nd down and 1 coming up. We'll get the clock ticking once again with 14:51 on the board. Clock is hot. Georgia on defense, Alabama with the football. Shotgun formation, trips to the right-hand side, just shy of the 40. One receiver by themselves at the top. We got motion on the field from Caleb Edwards. Dropping back, looking left, looking right. Pressure comes in, and down he goes. He will be bagged. That's a huge bag right there by Quintavious Johnson. Backwards, Alabama will go. 10-yard loss, 3rd down and 11. Uh-oh, there's a flag on the play. Let's find out what this is. There's a flag on the play, folks. I'm adding time back on the clock here. Let's find out what they say. Hold the phone. After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the defense. That'll be against the Georgia Bulldogs defense, guys. So unnecessary roughness against the Georgia Bulldogs. This will be an automatic 1st down for Alabama. So take back the sack. Actually, the sack will still stand. The sack will still stand because it was after the play, but they're going to give them a 1st down anyways. because, right, you just add the 15 yards to the sack right there. That moves them out to the 45-yard line. Alabama still has the football. Shotgun formation, blitz coming in again. The blitz, it's tipped up in the air, and it ends up finding a different receiver. How lucky is that? Alabama somehow picks up a first down and moves the football to the UGA 42. That was not intended for that man. Catch was made right there by Edwards. Catch was made right there by Edwards. It's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. That was unintentional first down. A very unintentional first down. Looking to the right, looking to the left, going to fire that up the middle here, out to about the 39-yard line, and it looks like Alabama's on the move once again. Ty Simpson looking at a 2nd down and 6. That football was tipped at the line of scrimmage and somehow managed to get into the hands of Caleb Edwards. Ridiculous. 2nd down and 6. 3-0-3. Shotgun formation from the 38-yard line. 2 receivers to the top, 2 receivers to the bottom. The blitz coming in again for the Bulldogs. A wind-up, a throw, and a dropped pass stops the clock with 12:59. Looks like a $10 super chat coming in from our friend T. Fishes. What up, T. Fishes? Appreciate that, saying I'm going to take Romo's job one day. I don't think so, but would be cool to be next to Romo in the booth someday. You never know. You never know, folks. We're just here to have some fun. We are covering this SEC championship game. We've got a shotgun formation, trips to the left-hand side, waiting for the snap right now. Ty Simpson. They will bring another blitz, and Simpson got to get rid of it. It's a shot upfield. That's a flag for DPI. This will be another first down. Pass interference for sure against Georgia. Pass interference. Defense. That's going to be a huge penalty. Automatic first down. Automatic first down. So 3rd down and 6, you get bailed outright here. Terrible play defensively by DeMello Jones. Intended receiver on the play was Ryan Williams, and DeMello Jones just got there way too early, holding him back as that football was in the air. Officials got the call right. People hater, what's going on, man? Welcome back. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the top, 2 receivers to the bottom. Motion on the field this time. We've got Williams on the move again, dropping back. Ty Simpson airs it, shoots it. Oh, my goodness, down to the end zone. It hits the target on the upfield hand. The pass is incomplete. Number 17, the intended receiver, Latsier Brooks, unable to come down with it. So Brooks was the intended receiver, incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10. Football at the UGA 23 right now. Bama in Bulldogs territory. Bama in Bulldogs territory. 4th quarter action here from the 24-yard line, approaching the red zone. Alabama has not been inside the red zone at all today. Motion on the field. There's the snap. The blitz comes in again. A wind-up and a throw. In and out of the hands of Ryan Williams. A dropped pass on 2nd down brings up 3rd down and 10. That was another shot to the end zone, and that was a drop, bro. It hit you on the numbers. Put your hands together. You can't catch the football like this. What is this? What is that? What are you doing? 3rd target, 2 receptions, 33 yards today for Ryan Williams. It hit him on the numbers in the end zone. Another dropped pass for Alabama. We've got 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right, and motion on the field from the back. The blitz comes in quickly. It's a screen play. Oh, he's going to use the referee as a guard, and he's going to get to the 10, to the 5, to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And finally, Alabama will score. It's Jeremy Bernard, 23 yards. Jeremy Bernard, smart to use the umpire, smart to use the official right there to get him a block. It actually helped him get to the end zone. Wow. Way to go. Way to go, Jeremy Bernard. Okay, that drive, 9 plays, 91 yards. Here comes the extra point attempt to make it a 2-possession game. The kick is up. The kick is good to make it a 14-point game. It is 21-7, and finally, Bama gets points. I agree, GA7ME2. I agree. I agree with that, man. I agree with that. I take that. So we go to a quick commercial break. Alabama will score. Finally, we got some points from Alabama. Let's see if Georgia can answer back or if Alabama's going to make their stand right here. Is this their Alamo? Are they finally going to make a stand right now and score back-to-back touchdowns? We'll see. We will see. Vegas don't play, says Alexander Barnes. There's plenty of time, says Xavier. Looks like Single says Alabama just doubled their stats for the whole game. Dude, that's so embarrassing, bro. That's so embarrassing. But yes, you're right. Single says that Alabama just doubled their stats on that drive. Let's see. Holy snaps. Did Bama wake up from the coma? I guess so. So funny. Jeffrey saying roll trash, not roll tide. Sports ball is awesome. Go sports. Okay, guys. Okay. Right now, this game is 7-21. The Georgia Bulldogs have 21. Alabama with 7. We are in the middle of a commercial break, and we did expect more scoring out of Alabama. It's just not gone that way. Now, normally, Alabama on defense gives up just 18 points per game. But today to the Georgia Bulldogs, they have given up 21. We still have 12 and a half minutes left to go in the fourth quarter of this game. So there's still time left here for Alabama to give up more points. There's also time here for Alabama to score more points. In this game so far, just 7 offensive points for the Alabama Crimson Tide, while during this season so far, they've been averaging 31 points per game. Great job by the Georgia Bulldogs defense. Defense has shown up big time here for Georgia, and their defense is always supposed to show up big time here. They are 12th in college football when it comes to points per game allowed and yards per game allowed, and they are looking every single bit of that top team right there. Points per game, offensively, they put up 32. They're sitting at 21. I guess you can call it splitting the difference right there. But huge, huge numbers today for the Georgia Bulldogs. Tough game for Simpson for sure. Ty Simpson in this matchup, guys, these are the numbers coming into today's game. Ty Simpson just now finally getting the upper hand. Gunner Stockton, 131 passing yards. He has 2 passing touchdowns. Ty Simpson, 142 passing yards today. He has 1 passing touchdown. Just got that one right now in this contest. Now, I asked you guys at the start of this stream which quarterback you would rather have. I guess that was the wrong question. The real question is which defense would you rather have? And right now, that answer seems to be the Georgia Bulldogs defense. Commercial break is just about over, folks. Got 12 minutes and 40 seconds-ish left to go. We're about to get our kickoff here as Alabama kicks this off to Georgia. Georgia will return. This goes, I guess, not going to return. 1st and 10 coming up here for the Georgia Bulldogs at the 25-yard line. 12 minutes and 33 seconds left to go in this football game. Oh, yeah. Wait, this isn't where I parked my car, says cheap sour milk. Is there expensive sour milk? Just curious. I'm sure there might be. 1st and 10. By the way, pass catchers over here on the right-hand side for what that's worth. I'm going to leave this right here for now, guys. If you want to see the quarterback numbers, just ask and I will show you. 25-yard line motion on the field. Shotgun formation for Georgia. The snap, the drop back to the right-hand side. A wind-up and a throw. Catch made at the 30. Georgia gets out to about the 32, maybe the 33. Call this a 2nd down and 3 after a 7-yard catch right there. Stockton connects with Zachariah Branch. So Branch makes the grab. Thank you for that $2 super chat, Roy Williams. I see you out here, my friend. Rock and roll. Victor Hugo, bienvenidos, mi amigo. Desde Acapulco, Guerrero, México. Bienvenidos, Victor. Ya te veo. Ya te veo. 2nd down and 3, 32-yard line. Single back formation pointing into the defense. 2 receivers left. 1 man in the backfield. A little play action to that man. And it looks like Gunner Stockton going to wind up and throw. Catch will be made. This time it's Delp who makes the grab. Oscar Delp, the 6'5", 245-pound senior, The big tight end for the Georgia Bulldogs picks up a big first down. Gain of 7 yards on that play brings up a 1st and 10 at the UGA 37. 2nd down and 3 becomes 1st and 10. Georgia at their own 37-yard line. Lined up on the right hash. They are approaching midfield. Motion on the field, this time from Dylan Bell. Bell going to get the carry. He is pancaked. Oh, my gosh. He is pancaked by a man who weighs 320 pounds. Tim Keenan, the nose tackle, absolutely smashed him on that play. It was actually Gunner Stockton who had the carry. Gunner Stockton on the design quarterback run got crushed on that one. Gunner Stockton got absolutely crushed by Tim Keenan. It brings up a 2nd down and 10. Shotgun formation. Motion on the field right now. Here's the snap. Another designed quarterback run for Stockton. Stockton puts the helmet down, takes it from the 36 to about the 43. He'll pick up 6 yards on the play. Call it a 3rd down and 4. The clock continues ticking. Gunner Stockton thinks he's Gunner Stockton right now thinks that he's Josh Allen, but he's a little undersized to do what Josh Allen does. Shotgun formation. Stockton doesn't like what he sees on 3rd down and 4. He steps up to the line, calls a quick audible, looks to the left, looks to the right. Everyone's on the same page. Trips to the top of the screen. Here's the snap, and the 4-man rush comes in. Going to the left-hand side, he's in trouble. He'll be dropped again. And Stockton trying to get cute with it. He's pancaked by Tim Keenan one more time. Oh, man, we are open up an IHOP right now. It's Waffle House in here. Pancakes being served by the Alabama defense. And right now, eating them up is Gunner Stockton. Big old pile of flapjacks. Okay, 4th down and 4. They're going to have to punt. 9:30 here left to go. The clock continues to tick. The clock continues to tick right now. Georgia in the punt formation, sending this over to Alabama. Alabama, another window continuing to open here. So they scored that touchdown. Signal a fair catch. Oh, is he going to grab this? Wow, it was signaled a fair catch. He muffed the kickoff. And it's going to be kept right here by Alabama, but they're going to start this drive on the 4-yard line. So a muffed kickoff or a muffed punt return as Adams signals for the fair catch on the punt, and he can't wrap it up. Adams does get a hold of the football, but Alabama going to start this drive on the 4. Okay, commercial break. Woo! All right, guys, let me get some water in me. We've got another game coming up. I understand this game has taken a long time, and we are expecting to see something here. I do need to protect my voice, so give me just a quick moment here while I hydrate. And it gives your ears a rest from my nonstop jibber-jabber that always happens during these games. Cool as a fan. I like it, bro. I like it. Alabama overrated, says Richie Chili. What's up? Salt gargle, says Barry. Drink up, says Mulmer. Just got to keep drinking that water, man. Not a big fan of the dog. Not a big Dogs fan. Simpson is NFL ready. No, he's not, bro. Not the way I've seen it today. Fun James. Mario can speak bilingual. Just wondering if he can do French as well. Je ne parle pas français. But, you know, merci beaucoup for asking. Appreciate you. No, my French, I don't know much French. I know enough Arabic to get myself in trouble. I grew up speaking Spanish. Both my parents are from the Dominican Republic. So I'm first-generation American. I was fortunate enough for my family to get here and, you know, be like that. Don't worry. Ice knows I'm here. Ice knows that I'm here. James Joseph saying loves that place. Queen saying Chris. Dogs can still lose. Plantans? You mean like plátanos? Como plátano frito, mi amigo? Como plátano frito. Holy moly, Alabama. What happened, says Barry. Thank you. Daphne in the house. Daphne, thank you. Cheers to you. Hook me up with some good cigars. Hey, this guy knows what's up, though. He knows that the best tobacco. He knows the best tobacco is hand-rolled in La República Dominicana. Do I speak Latin? No. I do not speak Latin. That's a tough one. Puntos para Alabama, says CJ Banning. That is correct. Points for Alabama. He's saying points for Alabama, guys. Points for Alabama. You know what I haven't asked, man? Caleb asking, what is the score? Caleb, the score is above my head right now. So if you have time to type it up, you've got time to take a glance. 21-7, Alabama trails by 14. Ooh, I was about to ask right now, and it looks like we're getting back from this commercial break. So no chance to ask that question. We'll ask during the next commercial break. 1st and 10 coming up for Bama at the 4-yard line. Alabama trailing by 14. Georgia 21, Alabama 7. Okay. Barry, a $10 super chat saying thank you for hosting the game. Thank you, Barry, so much, man. I appreciate that. Shout out to my sons, Eli and Nathan. They're watching. Shout out to Eli and Nathan. Here's a fist bump for all of you Stallworth family. Here we go, guys. We got a 1st and 10 shotgun formation from the 4. Alabama with the football dropping back from his own end zone. Got to get rid of that football quickly. Bad pass right there from Ty Simpson, intended this time for Caleb Edwards. It brings up a 2nd down and 8 and stops the clock with 9:06. 9:06 here left to go. We'll start this clock once again. Looks like 9:04 here left to go. Shotgun formation again at the 4-yard line. Here's the snap, looking left, going to wind up and throw. Catch is made at the 10, still looking for a way up. 2nd down and 10. Looks like a gain of about 8, brings up a 3rd down and 2. Catch made upfield by Jeremy Bernard. Bernard makes the grab. It's a 3rd down and 2 at the Alabama 12-yard line. Alabama trying to drop the hammer. Alabama slammer. Let's see if they can pick this up. Big 3rd down conversion and definite 4th down go-for-it territory right now. Down by 2 possessions with 8.5 left to go. Simpson looks left. He's pointing that way. Looks right. He's pointing this way. 12-yard line. Line to gain is the 14. The drop back. The blitz comes in. He'll check it down. Incomplete pass. Great job by the defense. C.J. Allen jars that football loose, and they are having to go for it now on 4th down and 2. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Big hit delivered there by C.J. Allen. Caleb Edwards could not hang on to it. 4th down, have to go. Left hash, 12-yard line. On 4th down, Alabama takes the snap, and this is do or die. That pass is incomplete. It was airmail. Bad throw again. Ty Simpson looks like flaming dumpster fire. And talk about a bad play call from the coach. Why not just try to let him scramble or let someone run the football? Just an awful throw on 4th down. It's a change of possession here, guys, and Georgia takes over inside the red zone at the Bama 12. Terrible, awful, no good, very bad day for Alabama. It was a terrible, awful, no good, very, very bad day for Alabama indeed. Bama's defense forced to hold the line from their own 12-yard line. They just got off the field. Here they are again. Georgia with the football. Georgia at the 12. Motion on the field this time. Looks like Delp goes to the bottom of the screen. Looks like man coverage at least for Alabama. We'll see what happens. A snap and a designed quarterback run right here. He will keep, and it looks like no gain for Stockton. 2nd down coming up. But most importantly, the clock is ticking, and Alabama does not have enough time. Robbie G saying that the Bulldogs are looking to score. Please intercept it, says Sir Syrup. Oh, man, I'm hurting right now, says Caleb Edwards. I see. Defense was doing well. Why not punt? Well, 2nd down and 10. We've got a pistol formation. Now 3 receivers. We're bunched up. This is all compacted at the line of scrimmage. A snap and a handoff out to the left-hand side. Defense gets another stop for Bama here. 3rd down and 10. Lawson giving up nothing on that play. Deontay Lawson stuffing Frazier for no gain. As a matter of fact, it's going to be a loss of a yard. It's a 3rd down and 11. Deontay Lawson leads the team in tackles per game for the Alabama Crimson Tide. He is wearing number 0. They are lined up right now on a goal line kind of play here. They're showing blitz. Not a goal line play, but the blitz comes in quickly. It's going to be a screen. He's got space. The 10, the 5, the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Bulldogs. The Bulldogs will score. It is Zachariah Branch. Branch is in for a touchdown, 13-yard grab. And that might be all she wrote, folks. Alabama going to cry off into the sunset. Yikes, 27-7, the Georgia Bulldogs. Everyone wearing Alabama logos and lettering, not happy right now. Peace out, Bama, says One Toothbrush. It's over, says Gary. Notre Dame is Miami's daddy. Go Dogs, says Jip. Here comes the extra point attempt. The snap, the hold, the kick, it's up. The extra point attempt is good. It is 28-7 with 6:55 here left to go. And at this point, they're just going to keep the football on the ground. I don't see Georgia airing it out unless they just want to add insult to injury. But good drive at the end of it for Georgia. Okay. So the next game should be starting here right at about 7 o'clock, guys. I won't have much of a pregame for the next one. I'm going to try to get the next couple slides and everything put together and organized, and I got to protect my voice and do all that stuff. This game should probably be over in the next 15, maybe 20 minutes here, so I'll probably take a short 15, 20-minute break, and then we'll go into our second game. I've got not 1, not 2, but 3 NFL games tomorrow, so making sure that the voice holds up, and not just the voice, guys, the mental, because when you watch 6 games of football in a 48-hour period, your brain does kind of tend to wander a little bit. But anyways, thank you, Brett Sears, saying love your coverage, man. Thank you, Brett. Fist bumps to you, dude. Let's go. Let's see. Reading some more of these comments. Alabama sucks. If they get in, it's rigged for certain, says the Do Man. OSU doesn't kick off until 8:17, says Buckeye Ranger. Thank you, Buckeye Ranger, for letting me know. So we might get a small pregame. Our pregame, the stream is scheduled to start at 7 p.m., so we might run through it for 15 minutes there. Marathon Mario, says Casey Lewis. That's it. That's what we do. We'll talk amongst ourselves, says Roy Williams. Thanks, Roy. The next live stream, guys, in case anyone is wondering, you can find it on footballnationusa.com. You can also find it right here on YouTube. Probably be easier to find it right here on YouTube. Let me share that with you guys. Looks like another super chat just came in. We'll share this here. The next live stream on this channel gonna be right here. And I'm sure you guys can find it as well. Next live stream going to be right here, folks. So in case you're wondering, I got you guys. Fair payment for that commercial. Don't ever lose your humor. Thanks, Fun James. Thank you, thank you, thank you very, very much, Mr. James. Won't be losing that humor, man. Won't be losing that humor. AMH. Reading some of these comments. Can't wait for this next game to start. 6:51 left to go. It does feel like Bama is out of this race. It's not over till it's over, folks, so I'm not going to count my chickens just yet. But it is pretty messy. Did Oscar Delp play in this quarter, y'all? He did. Delp did play in this quarter. He also got a grab for about 4 yards, I'm pretty sure it was. Maybe a 6-yard grab for Delp. You can see him right here. 2 targets, 2 receptions in today's game for Georgia. Alabama gonna get the football. This is a long commercial break. Put up the poll for the next game now, says Silent Flow. Actually, let's find out. Not for the next game. I asked you guys who you think is going to win this game. 13,000 of you guys checked in. But who are you rooting for? That's the real question. Here's the kickoff, and we are not going to get a return. Another touchback. So who are you rooting for, guys? Bulldogs or Bama? That is the question. We'll put that one forward. Going to be a long ride back to Tuscaloosa. Ooh, says Bin Havin. Long ride back to Tuscaloosa. For sure. 70,000 coming up soon, says Randall Rome. Would it be cool, actually, if we could get there today? How cool would that be to pick up over 1,000 subscribers in one day? Third down and, first and 10. Get myself resituated. Touchback, folks. Alabama has the football. Here's the snap, dropping back, looking left, throwing left. Catch is made. Out past the 35 to the 40. Call it the 45. That's a 20-yard pickup right there. Catch made upfield by Jeremy Bernard. First down, Alabama. Let's start the clock once again. Oregon winning the Natty, says Brad. Maybe, Brad. Maybe. But we got a long way to go. Empty backfield here from the 41-yard line. 41-yard line, first and 10. Looking left, throwing left. Catch made again. Looks like this time it's going to be another reception by Jeremy Bernard. It's an 8-yard pickup this time. Second down and 2. Football quickly at the Alabama 49, and Alabama has to score faster than ever. Looking for a consolation prize, maybe? Shotgun formation once again. Ty Simpson at the 48 on the left hash. Second down and 2. Simpson against the blitz will wind up and throw into tight coverage. That pass incomplete. It stops the clock with 5:56. Third down and 2 coming up. 5:56. Third down and 2. Good stop defensively there by Dalen Everett of the Georgia Bulldogs defense. Football at the Alabama 49. They have yet to cross midfield with 6 minutes left to go in this game. We've got ourselves Simpson in an empty backfield once again. This is go for it, fourth down situation kind of thing here. Motion once more from Daniel Hill. He's now in the shotgun standing to the right of Ty Simpson. Showing blitz on the defensive side here. Georgia brings 4, not 5. In trouble, he will pump fake. Here's the run, the scramble, he keeps, not gonna pick it up. This will bring up a fourth down and 1 at the midfield 50-yard line. So at the 50-yard line, fourth down, they got to go for it here. This could be a quarterback sneak right now. Would be the only play that I call up. Got to be the tush push, man. Fourth down and 1. But instead, they're not lined up for that. We've got multiple guys in the backfield here. We got a couple players running around in the backfield. Daniel Hill, timeout going to be called here. Looks like Alabama wants to stop the clock with 5:20 left to go. So Alabama calls a timeout. 5 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in this SEC championship game. Run the ball, says Cool as a fan. Take my follow, you're awesome. Thank you very much, Nova Anarchy. Cheers to you, my friend. Thank you. I tried my best, but my best was not good enough, says James Joseph. Hopefully, I don't think Alabama tried their best. I really don't think Alabama tried their best. I don't like how conservatively they came out today. And here's what really bugs me, because when you look at the head-to-head and you look at the wide receiver comparisons, man, we should be seeing them throw the football a heck of a lot more than this. But it's not worked out for Alabama today. So far through the air, Alabama just hasn't been good. I'm not even going to hang over that graphic for too long. Pistol formation, motion on the field, a lot of players in motion, literally 5 players in motion right now, and now everyone is set. We're set with 5:20 left to go. Fourth down and 1, a must-have fourth down, a wind-up and a throw. The catch is made. The 45, that's a first down, down at the 42. Catch made by Caleb Edwards. The conversion is there. First down, Alabama. Possibly too little, too late. The football has been placed. They got to punch this clock back in. Anytime, ref. The football's placed. Please reset the play. They didn't start the clock during that. I started my clock. They didn't start their clock during the play. 5:15 left to go. The football has been placed. It has been punched back in. The clock is ticking. First and 10 from the 42-yard line. Alabama in UGA territory. They're in Georgia's side of midfield. 42-yard line. Blitz coming in. It's a 5-man rush. Looking left, throwing left. Almost picked off right there. KJ Bolden got a hand to it. from the Georgia Bulldogs defense. That pass incomplete does stop the clock with 4:56. Second down and 10. Football still at the UGA 42. Alabama needs a miracle. That football was almost intercepted, thrown into double coverage. Georgia knows they could have iced this game with a pick right there. 4:56 left to go, second down and 10. Empty backfield. Not necessarily empty, but the running back coming over a little bit late here. So Daniel Hill in a shotgun now, standing to the right of Ty Simpson. 3 receivers at the top of the screen. The blitz coming in again. Man, they just continuously blitz, and he is too slow. Down he goes, sacked by Zayden Walker. Well done by the Georgia Bulldogs defense. Zayden Walker going to bring him back right now. Third down and 15. Oh, man, it goes from bad to worse, and Ty Simpson just struggling today. This Georgia Bulldogs defense is too much for Alabama. 3 sacks in this game for the Georgia Bulldogs, not 1 for the Crimson Tide. 4 minutes and 22 seconds left to go. Shotgun formation, trips to the right, a man standing to the left this time of Mr. Simpson. 1 receiver at the top of the screen by himself. Another blitz comes in, a windup and a throw, a backwards lateral. This could break big. The 30, the 25, the 20, the 15. They're going to call him down and out of bounds at about the, looks like the 12-yard line. A big gain on a backwards pass upfield right there. Looks like a catch made by number 5, so catch made by Jeremy Bernard. He'll pass backwards to Daniel Hill. Daniel Hill will take this inside the red zone. We're back inside the red zone. Alabama shoots, and Alabama cannot score. First and 10 after the big pickup. Incomplete pass, second down and 10. Alabama inside the red zone at the Bulldogs' 17-yard line. Football to the 17-yard line. Second down and 10. Lining up this time on the left hash once again. The score is 28-7, but these padded stats, it might look a little closer than it is. But that's really bad. -3 rushing yards today for Alabama. He'll throw backwards. It's tipped up in the air. Incomplete pass again on third down and 10. Guys, take a look at this. -3 yards today for Alabama. -3. Ty Simpson is buns, says Sycam Dogs? What's going on, dogs? Who let the dogs out? Right now, he is buns. 19 of 37 today, barely 50%. Definitely booty for sure. Third down and 10 coming up right now. Waiting for the snap. Here it is, dropping back, looking right, throwing right. This pass, oh man, that was not even Ty's fault this time. The intended receiver not looking for the football. He turned around a little bit too late. 3:33 left to go. Fourth down and 10. Incomplete pass intended for Ryan Williams. It's fourth down. Georgia Bulldogs looking for a big stop right now. Alabama Crimson Tide needs a touchdown right now on this play. It is a fourth down and 10 at the UGA 17. Big fourth down. Alabama in a shotgun formation motion on the field. It's Jeremy Bernard into the slot. Stepping up to the line, calling an audible. Ty Simpson takes the snap. The blitz comes in again. Simpson looking right. Simpson on the run. Simpson to the 30. He's still going backwards to the 35. He'll wind up and shoot to the end zone. It hits the man in the numbers, and he can't hang on. Jeremy Bernard gets hit by the football on the chest on fourth down and 10. He drops the ball, and there are no flags on the play. Turnover on downs. Bro, you are garbage, dude. What are you doing? That football did not take, it took a slight deflection, but still hit him in the numbers. Terrible, terrible, terrible play. 1st and 10 coming up for Georgia. They take over at the 18-yard line. With 3:22 left to go, they're in clock management mode. They'll keep this football on the ground. They take it out to the 20-yard line. The clock will continue to tick. No timeouts coming in. 2nd down and 6. It's a 4-yard pickup. 2nd down and 6. Georgia basically celebrating on the sidelines right now. Spearhead saying that is it. MJ saying Bama played like Dookie. They sure did. They sure did. 2:55 left to go, guys. No timeout coming in. It's 2nd down and 7. 2nd down and 7, not 2nd down and 6. Just going to go with what's on my TV screen right now. In clock management mode. Play clock down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The snap, a little play action. Looks like Stockton wants one more. Stockton gonna be sacked on the play. He goes backwards down at the 15. Seems like an unnecessary hit to take for your quarterback when you get crushed by a giant guy wearing maroon. This is gonna bring up a 3rd down. Looks like going backwards here. Probably a 3rd down and 10. He loses a few yards. 3rd down and 12 is what it's going to bring up. But this takes us to that 2-minute break. Okay, guys, 2-minute break. I just want to know, guys, if you were new, how many of you guys were new checking into this live stream? If you're a newbie, say hello. Drop 5 emojis if you are new to this channel. Thank you guys so much. Here are my 5 emojis. I just want to do a quick shout out to you guys. Thank you to everyone who checked in today. Thank you for all the newbies who were here today. Welcome, 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 Rich. The 2-minute break gonna be quicker than nothing. Looks like a lot of y'all saying hello. Hello, Lando, or Landon. Hello, Daddy Rel. Hello, Shiny Samus, MJ, So Piggy Family. What's up, Ricardo? What's up, Southern? What up, honey? Hello. Hello, hello to Farm Dogs. What's going on, guys? So 3rd down and 12. We're getting the play right now. Here's the snap, a handoff up past the 20. They pick up the 1st down on 3rd and 12. It's a 1st down. 1st down here picked up. And that, oh, it looks like I missed something, guys. We're not at the 2-minute break yet. We're still shy of the 2-minute break. Timeout was called here. It wasn't the 2-minute break. We still have time. This might take us to the 2-minute break. I don't know. Injury right here. Okay. Injury right here. Give me one moment. Please stand by. Jip, I see you out here. 2 minutes and 8 seconds left to go. There is an injury on the field for the Georgia Bulldogs. Looks like the Bulldogs right now have an injured player, and this one is Chauncey Bowens, number 33. That's your running back, Georgia. Chauncey Bowens is down right now. Shout out to Daniel. Shout out to MJ. Shout out to Nye. Shout out to Dad Bod Bard. Bro, Dad Bod, you and me both, man. You and me both, my guy. Assistant. Hello, assistant. Hello, Joe Gibbs would have won, says Todd Tier. He sure would have. So looks like injury going to be cleared here momentarily. Kai, what's going on? Leon, hello. Uni, what's going on? Uni DeSim, what's going on? Uni DeSim, Morgan, or Moranga, checking in. Moranga, checking in right now. Boston Celtics logo saying, me, I am new. What's going on to all the newbies? Gator, I know you're not new, but I appreciate you checking in. King Taylor, hello. K-Dubs is a newbie. Slick is a newbie. Rog Peru, hello. Firefly, hello. Wheat 785, hello. Daddy Rel, what's going on? Richie. We do go to the 2-minute break. Okay, guys, 2-minute break. When we get back, it's 1st and 10 at the UGA 34. This game is over. What's going on? Photography by Levin. What's going on? Shout out to all of you guys. So as you can see, we got a lot of newbies today, guys. We got a lot of newbies in the chat today. Welcome to all of you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. Seeing all the names popping in right now. What it do, Champ King? What it do, bro? He says, what it do? What it do? Bama got 21.5 points? No. Sorry, Sandy. Not going to happen. All right, folks. So shout out to all of the newbies. Welcome in. If you guys are new to this channel, this is a football channel. Obviously, Football Nation. If the name didn't give it away, I don't know what does. But we do cover basketball. We do cover baseball on this channel as well. I've had a few people asking for college, or not for college football games, but for hockey games. Won't go down the hockey path, guys. We're going to stick to the football stuff right now. It's what we know. It's what we love. And we're going to stick to professional sports on the baseball and basketball sides. I don't know enough about hockey, and I don't want to butcher your sport. I do try to find a healthy balance between quality and quantity, and I feel like if I just tried to stuff in a hockey game, the quality would go down even though the quantity of games would go up. So I think we're going to opt out of hockey this season in 2025/2026, but 2026 next year, 2027, we'll do our research. We'll get locked in for hockey, and I'll make sure that I know more about hockey than anybody watching the hockey games, because that's what we do on this channel. Onwards and upwards, that's all we want, is to continue to grow. Now, for those of you who are NFL fans, we do have 3 NFL games coming at you tomorrow. We will be covering the Steelers and the Ravens, the Bears and the Packers, and finally the Texans and the Chiefs. Those will be our 3 games for tomorrow's slate, and then Monday Night Football to finish up Week 14. You can do it there. But here's the question, guys. Who's going to win Week 12? Or who's going to win Week 14? Who's going to win this game between the Steelers and the Ravens? Who's going to win this game between the Bears and the Packers? Who is going to win the game between the Colts and the Jaguars? What do you think? If you have an opinion on the matter, guys, and you think you know who is going to win all of these games this week, you should go play the Football Nation Pick'ems on the website, www.footballnationusa.com. You guys can do our weekly Pick'ems. The winner, if we have a winner for weekly Pick'ems, gets $100 if you get them all right. Here's the link in the description down below, guys. There's also a link in the description down below. It's the same link that I've got here. Now, if you guys are tight on cash, it's absolutely free to play, and we try to give out a prize. I do give out at least one prize every single week to the participants. We'll put that in a raffle there if we don't have a weekly winner. Okay, guys, the 2-minute break is over. The 2-minute timeout is over. Here we go. Raider guy saying my picks are already in. Let's go, Raider guy. Final 2 minutes of this game. Victory formation. There is the knee. The Bulldogs going to win this one, guys. Looks like Alabama will gracefully bow out of this game. Georgia going to take the knee, and we do have a new SEC champion. It will be the Georgia Bulldogs. 2nd down and 11 coming out of victory formation. Congratulations, Bulldogs fans. If you guys are looking up to pick up some custom Bulldogs gear, you can check that out. Again, description down below. It's been scrolling by all day, guys. Secret Santa season is here, and Football Nation's got you covered. Dollar Shave Club. You can use our link in the description to pick up Dollar Shave Club. And one final thing, guys. Big prize pool. $500 prize pool. 3rd down and 9. A $500 prize pool, ladies and gentlemen. That is not an over-exaggeration or an overstatement. We will have that on Wednesday. Check out this channel on Wednesday. I'm telling you, on Wednesday, we'll be giving away $500. Not necessarily on this channel. It will be on this channel, but it'll be through the Sway platform. Trivia on Wednesday for a big cash prize. If you guys want a piece of that, subscribe to the channel and come back for more. 3rd down and 11. Here is the final knee of the day. This is going to be your final score. And players going to take the field. Coach is going to take the field. This is your final. The Georgia Bulldogs are SEC champions once again. There it is, guys. Thank you so much for watching this live stream. Final score 28-7. Georgia gets the win here. Thank y'all so much. I will be live in about 30 minutes, guys. So check out Football Nation, and I will be live in 30 minutes. All right, guys, that's it. I got to go ahead and turn around and start prepping for the next game. I'll leave this up for a few more, but I am off. We'll be back in a few. Appreciate you guys. You've been watching Football Nation. My name is Mario. Let's effing go. Peace out, guys.